remember, yes I remember, yes I remember it all. Swear the hype be too tall, so like September I fall down below. Now I know that the medicine be on call, yeah. When it's feeling like you hot enough to melt, yeah. Can't trust no one, can't even trust yourself, yeah. And I love you, I don't love nobody else, yeah. Tell them they can take that bullshit elsewhere. Self-care, I'm treating me right, yeah. Hell yeah, we gonna be alright. Gonna be alright. I switched the time zone, but what do I know? Spending nights hitchhiking, where will I go? I could fly home with my eyes closed, but it get kinda hard to see, there's no surprise though. And you can find me, I ain't hiding. I don't move my feet when I be gliding. I just slide in, and then I roll up. Yeah, I be reading them signs. I be losing my mind. Yeah, get the fuck out the way. Must be this how to play. It must be nice up above the lights and what a lovely life that I made. Yeah, I know that feeling like it's in my family tree. Yeah, that Mercedes drove me crazy. I was speeding. Somebody save me from myself. Yeah, tell them they can take that bullshit elsewhere. Self-care, we gonna be good. Hell yeah, they letting me club. I switched the time zone, but what do I know? Spending nights hitchhiking, where will I go? I could fly home with my eyes closed, but it get kinda hard to see, there's no surprise though. And you can find me, I ain't hiding. I don't move my feet when I be gliding. I just slide in, and then I roll out. I didn't know, I didn't know. I didn't know, I didn't know. Yeah. Well, didn't know what I was missing. Now I see a little different. I was thinking too much, got stuck in oblivion, yeah, yeah. Oblivion, yeah, yeah. Oblivion, yeah, yeah. I got all the time in the world, so for now I'm just chilling. Plus I know it's a beautiful feeling. In oblivion, yeah, yeah. Oblivion, yeah, yeah. Oblivion, yeah, yeah. Yeah, okay, I ride around my city when I come home. Yeah. The sunset quickly, then get up slow. Yeah. I just connect and upload. Watch it spin around. We just spin it round. Yeah. Let's go and travel through the unknown. Yeah. We play it cool, we know we fucked up. Yeah. You keep on saying you in love, so tell me, are you really down? Are you really down? Yeah. Let's go back to my crib and play some 45s. It's safe in here, I know there's still a war outside. We spend our nights all liquored up, I'm on the side. Can you feel it now? Oblivion, yeah, yeah. Oblivion, yeah, 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 yeah. Oblivion, yeah, yeah. I got all the time in the world, so for now I'm just chilling. Plus I know it's a beautiful feeling. In oblivion, yeah, yeah. Oblivion, yeah, yeah. Oblivion, yeah, yeah.
Big ups, everyone. How's it going? Hope you're all doing good. Let's see. Come on. Alvio. Al? All the time in the world, but for now I'm just chilling. It's a beautiful feeling. Let me on, yeah, yeah. Let me on, yeah, 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 yeah. I got all the time in the world, but for now I'm just chilling. It's a beautiful feeling. Hey. Got all the time in the world. Doom. Oh yeah, this fucking place. What is on the menu? Let me on, yeah, yeah. Let me on, yeah, 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 yeah. I got all the time in the world, but for now I'm just chilling. It's a fucking beautiful feeling. Feeling now. Alright, someone's missing, right? Where the fuck do we go? In here?
Velma seem out of sorts to you?
She's always cranky.
I read the fucking note. Okay. Feeling now. Living on, yeah, yeah. All the time in the world. But for now, I'm just chilling. It's a beautiful feeling. You guys fucking playing the fucking games. What game is this? DOA 2? Fucking looks sex. It looks sexy. Go in and say fuck Ken. Fuck Ken.
If you want. And
he's just like, no, like, would it be cool if I just like went down and became a punishment demon? Like, I don't really want to get tortured down there. I just kind of want to like hang out.
Just wanted to say hi and fuck Kim? Yes, fuck Kim. Hey, what's up, Frank Castle? How's it going?
Sure. He has very like violently opposed the idea of God, or as he calls it, fuck your sky god. And yet he always talks.
Oblivion, yeah. I got all the time in the world.
Hi guys, I just made a video about Odyssey there, and basically saying fix your shit, right? I'm running everything right now. I'm running my movies app on MSN. I'm running Odyssey. I'm running YouTube, and I'm doing the camera at the same time. And the only thing that's having issues is Odyssey, and I just made a video about that called Odyssey Fix Your Shit. So, yeah, seriously, Odyssey needs to get their shit together, and I'm just pulling up my windows here, and yeah, everything's running. And even though it's using up a lot of resources, like my resources are in the 90s, like high 90s kind of thing, like sometimes 100%, just for the system there, it's still working just fine, which is kind of interesting. So I don't get Odyssey at all. Now I might have to put in more live memory because I think all I got in here is 2 gigabytes, but I don't know if it's worth it, I don't know if this laptop's worth investing in, or if I should just get a new one and save up for it, get a new one. But you guys know I gotta prioritize the move in that. So that's what this is gonna be about. This is gonna be my health video update for everybody. This is now July 21st. My God, time's going by fast. The September deadline coming up here fractured me yesterday, and I'm just gonna be completely honest with you guys. I was so broken yesterday and so bad, and I'm still feeling it today, and I don't know if you can see it in my glasses or not, but I got, tear splatters on my lenses right now that I need to wipe off. And yesterday I had a complete meltdown when I was talking to the advocate, and I'm just like, I'm done. Well, I said to her, I said, look, I'm just done. Do whatever the fuck you want to. I don't care if I get evicted. Well, not evicted, but I don't care if I end up on the street. I'm just done. She felt the frustration in my voice, and I was breaking down and crying, and she's like, no, go ahead, like seriously, and I'm just like, these fuckers, being the company I rent from, and I really want to say their name, and believe me, when I pull away from this company, I'm going to tell you guys who I'm renting from, and you guys will be like, oh yeah, now I get it, especially if you do your research on this company and how bad they really are. Yeah, abuse, absolutely. And the thing is like, I was telling her, I'm like, look, like, this company and these people and the way that I'm being treated and I said yes to that place in McPherson so many times it's not even funny. And now they won't even show it to me anymore. They're not even conversing with me here, and that's the thing that's really, really frustrating here, is that they're not doing their job at all. Not at all. And everybody in here that I've talked to in the building that still lives here is saying we got until the end of December. And yet my advocate is going, no, we got till September, And so I think personally it's a bullshit move being done from the company I rent from, trying to escalate us of getting the fuck out of here because they want us out of here, but they're not doing their job to help us out to get relocated properly. And so I had a meltdown yesterday with the whole thing, like a complete meltdown. And if you know anything about that, you totally get where I'm coming from. To the point I didn't even want to make a video about it because if I did, I didn't want to show any signs of weakness. You know what I mean? You know how people can exploit you. And psychopaths are really bad at that shit. So seriously, I am a licensed, psychologist. I found out in 2015, prior to getting my degree, what it was like to deal with a real psychopath, and they fucking annihilated me, and I'm still trying to recover from it in 2022, right? So it's not fun. It seriously isn't. Like, they will ruin your life permanently, and they get a kick out of it, literally. They do. And so I've been trying to get my life back on track and get things going the way that I wanted to and everything like that. And yesterday I had a complete meltdown. Like, absolutely nasty as fuck. The worst I've ever felt yet. And I'm just like, look, you guys are pushing way too fucking hard. This is not good, because if I can't function, then I can't get shit done. And if I can't get shit done, then, you know, it's not going to happen. It doesn't matter what you guys want to do. You know, so I honestly think this whole thing about September, and even though my advocate is pushing me hard to go with September, I'm going, look, I had a complete meltdown. You know, you really need to pay attention to that, you know. And we haven't had this talk yet about this because I want to bring it up the next time because I didn't want to do it in the moment. She's nice. I love my advocate. Fantastic person, fantastic lady. Like, seriously. I was never taken seriously until she got involved. And it's like, because we live in a women's world now, it's like unless you got a female standing up for you, you're fucked as a male. Seriously. That's how bad our society really is. I am renting from a female-dominated company. And they treat men like shit, and they are abusive towards us. I don't care what anyone says. And no one wants to touch that shit with a 10-foot pole because no one wants to talk about the abuse. Because, oh, no, because then it means we got to go to court.
If I could get my message,
you know what's interesting is, and it's really, really pathetic, is that it's okay to beat up on the single white man, you know, no matter what. And here I am in my 50s, and I shouldn't have to deal with this kind of bullshit. You know, from 20-somethings and that, having this fucking ego trip that they're on, right? Not only do you have women bashing on men right now, but you got the black community doing the same damn fucking bullshit, and you got the fucking natives doing the same damn bullshit, and it's bullshit.
Would you mind buying?
And I was going to do a video about that because, like, you know, I had a survey, you know, come, like, you know, do a thing over the phone with me, and I'm like, you know what? You're fucking black and white. You have no idea what the real world is like. And I like, you know, I took control over the survey. I'll make a separate video about that, but I'll just touch on it lightly here. And I just let the guy have it. I'm just like, you know, no, I'm done. I'm done with your bullshit and everything like that, and your fucking bipolar, like, you know, fucking questions here. Female standing up for you, you're fucked as a male. Seriously, that's how bad our society really is. I am renting from a female-dominated company, and they treat men like shit, and they are abusive towards us. I don't care what anyone says. And no one wants to touch that shit with a 10-foot pole because no one wants to talk about the abuse. Because, oh, no, because then it means we got to go to court. You know what's interesting is, and it's really, really pathetic, is that it's okay to beat up on the single white man, you know, no matter what. And here I am in my 50s, and I shouldn't have to deal with this kind of bullshit. You know, from 20-somethings and that, having this fucking ego trip that they're on, right? Not only do you have women bashing on men right now, but you got the black community doing the same damn fucking bullshit, and you got the fucking natives doing the same damn bullshit. And it's bullshit. And I was going to do a video about that because, like, you know, I had a survey, you know, come, like, you know, do a thing over the phone with me, and I'm like, you know what? You're fucking black and white. You have no idea what the real world is like. And I like, you know, I took control over the survey. I'll make a separate video about that, but I'll just touch on it lightly here. And I just let the guy have it. I'm just like, you know, no, I'm done. I'm done with your bullshit and everything like that, and your fucking bipolar, like, you know, fucking questions here. I just went out and I just went, look, I'll answer your questions, but I'm going to do it my way. And the guy said, well, it is being recorded. I said, good. I hope they get this and they fucking listen to it because they need it, because they need this kind of feedback, because it's bull fucking shit, because of the fucking mayor is kicking me out of my place here because of fucking greed, because of a stupid piece of paper with a fucking number sign on it. You know, and the last 3 or 4 months when I was talking to Century 21, because I've been proactive trying to find a place all over the place, right? They told me that it's so bad, it's ridiculous. Like, it's good luck. Like, seriously, it's Russian roulette, right? And I told them my story briefly, and they said, my God, I feel sorry for you. You know, so, you know, you're not going to get me out of here by September. I'll tell you that right now. There's just no fucking way that that's happening. And everybody around here that I talk to is like, no, it's December, you know. And it's like, okay, so, and everybody's refusing places right now because they're trying to put people into pine boxes, and they're like, no. You know, and that's the thing here, too. And even my advocate, you know, unfortunately is that way, too, you know, and she's got to kind of wake up that way and go, hey, look, you know, I'm not going to be a pushover like that, you know, because I'm not going to be forced into a place that I feel uncomfortable about just because they want to make a quota date to make themselves look good because of, September. You know what I mean? And I think that September thing is seriously bullshit because they got to give you notification. They have to give you notification and have to say that you have to vacate by this date. We got an 18-month notice from the city, which means that this company cannot force us out because we got an 18-month notice. And if that changes, they have to give it to us in writing. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. And we have not gotten any kind of notification whatsoever. Nothing. I haven't gotten an
Sounds
email
very
from
complicated.
them. I haven't gotten a notice on the door. I haven't gotten anything in the mail. Nothing.
but this area is off limits.
So this whole
That's my
thing to push forward into September, I think, is
And I'm
bullshit.
just gonna let you.
I think it's the company that's doing it, you know, because when I talked to my advocate about it, she's like, well, they want you guys out by, like, you know, like, and she
Hell, I
doesn't
ain't
say
gonna
who
pass
it
up free
is, right?
bits.
You know, and
Make
she
it
avoids
painful.
it all the time. And I think she knows because it'll lead to conflict. And yeah, because I'm defending myself, you know. So even with my advocate, unfortunately, at times I have to defend myself with her, you know, and that sort of thing. But I had a complete meltdown yesterday, right with her, right there on the phone. And I said, you know, I'm just like, I'm done, you know, and that's not good. It's not good to take someone like myself with an anxiety disorder and make it 10 times worse, because if I can't function, shit's not getting done. Period. You know, and the whole fucking weekend, I had to call up my doctor and say, look, we need to increase my medication
how you got
because
those
it's not working now
Graham
because I'm
ordered
busy
rollers and
24/7.
right?
I am like
For a
just
printing press?
spinning.
Like I said,
Like vertigo 24/7, right? But it's like vertigo, but it's not. It's like part of my mental illness, right? And my medication is supposed to take care of that. And I'm so
You'd have to
overwhelmed
ask him.
by everything
all I know is
that
if
that's
I get
what's going on. And it's like, you know, you guys need to back off with this September
law,
bullshit.
help them.
You know, I'm sitting
I
here
should
doing
go.
what I can do
Look,
when I can do
Graham's
it.
got a bit or two
And
left
if
in
that's
his
not good
account.
enough for you, then
I can send
kindly
one
just
li-
fuck
What do you
off.
want?
You know, and I feel like saying that to them. I really do. And I know where
I
that'll
always took
lead,
that
so I
woman full
don't.
sense. Give
But
them all
the
my
thing
regards.
is, like, you know, I can share it with you guys because you guys get it. You know, you guys are like awesome. But the thing is, even my advocate at times can be frustrating because she wants me out by September. And it's like, ideally that would be nice, but I don't think it's very realistic. And when you look at everybody that's still in here, which there's got to be like 30 to 40 people somewhere around there. Like there's at least 30 for sure. And I'm just like, you know, you got a problem here, you know, and you need to work with people. And the problem here with this city and what they're doing here, this company, is they're trying to force us out. And I don't think that that's illegal. Because I think the city gave us 18 months. I think that's still legit. And actually, I'm going to call up this city and find out about that if they can look into it for me and let me know if it's been changed or not. Because, like, you know, you have to give written notice to people. You have to tell them way in advance. This isn't like an eviction thingy. This is like, you know, the building's being taken down and being demolished by this date, right? So you need to be out by the end of December of this year. And them pushing it to September, I think, is an in-house thing. I think it is being done by the company. They're not being honest about it. They haven't been honest about anything. Like, straight up, they haven't. You know, and that's why I have trust issues with them, because I don't trust them. They've been wasting my time for a year now, and now they want me out in like a couple of months here. Like they want me out by September. Like, you know, you realize that we're at the end of July here, right? Coming up, right? August is going to go by fast then. What? I'm out the door? Like, fuck off with that shit. You know, that is not happening. And I will fucking fight back. And I mean physically, I will fight back if I have to. I am not going to go out, you know, like, you know, like a candle in the wind kind of thing. You know what I mean?
Yes,
so
you're
I'm
damn
going to
right
go
he
out and
could
blaze
have.
the glory like
So
Bon
obsessed
Jovi
with
style,
preaching that he's-
you know, fucking
Look,
Billy the
just-
Kid kind of shit, you know,
If the Van
Butch
Orens are still
Cassidy,
alive,
Sundance Kid
get them-
kind of shit, you know, because I'm not going to sit back and let them just walk all over me like that. And my advocate's like that too, and to an extent, and I hate that, you know, because she should be honest with me about it, and I feel like she's not. I feel like she's kind of deceptive because she has a
Everyone's the
job to
enemy,
do,
huh?
which is to get me out, which I understand, but it has to be done within reason. And I had a full breakdown with her on the phone, so it was legit, it was real, you know, and like, you know, if they don't like it, well, that's just too damn bad. I'm sorry, my life is an inconvenience for you. My life's an inconvenience, you know. If I listed off all the shit I've done in my lifetime, my God, I should be treated way better than this. Not that anyone should be treated bad to begin with, But this company is fucking bad. And my advocate, you know, as much as I like her, there are some times there where she says some things where I just go, you know what? You know, you need to dial that back because, you know, this is real. I'm breaking down here. So let's get real about this, you know. So this is just to bring you guys up to speed. I had, over the weekend, I had someone really, really badly come at me with a survey, and I said, fuck it, I'm done. I'm just like, okay, I'm going to come at you, man. Like, you know, you want to know what I think about, like, you know, this city and that, and how this is going and that's going, and you just want me to go yes, no kind of thing? Fuck you. I am going to give you a fucking 16 million hour video, like you know how I talk to you guys, right? And you guys are like, man, that video's too long. Well, this guy wants to spend 50 minutes with me. He's like, I got that. And I'm like, bullshit. I said, you're not writing down shit, right? You're sitting here listening to what I'm saying, and I just said, I just spoke like, you know, fucking several pages. I just spoke a whole fucking chapter at you. And you aren't writing that shit down because there's no way that you did that in that amount of time with all the shit that I got coming out of my mouth. And it's not shit, it's important stuff. And I'll save that for another video and inform you guys what the hell that was all about. You know, because I don't want to put too much into one video and overwhelm you too much. But yeah, no, I'm fucking pissed at this. I am breaking down, I am falling apart, and it's not fun. And it's not going to help, like, you know, in the least little bit. And the advocate needs to become aware of that. And if anything, she needs to put pressure on the company I run from, not on me. Because I'm doing what I can do, and that's all I can do. And if I say, look, this is what it is, then it is what it is. And stop trying to push me out the door fast just because it's inconvenient for you. And that's what the advocate is doing too, and I don't like that. You know, so some parts, like,
he makes the one friend he has into an enemy.
Much, you know, kind of thing, right?
He had figures trying to do everything for him.
Yeah, I had a full meltdown. The weekend there, I was just busy 24/7 all the time. I still feel it, you know. I can't go out and get things done that I want to get done and that sort of thing because of it. And it's driving me fucking nuts. So I told my doctor about it, and he sent the medication to me today. And he said, okay, we'll increase it by 0.5 milligram and see how you do. Touch base in a couple weeks and go from there. And I'm like, yeah, like, you know, I went to a doctor and I said, look, you know, he said I should be up another milligram, but he didn't want to up it a milligram. He only upped it half. Well, half is something better than nothing, but I got a really bad feeling that it's going to have to be a lot more than that because I'm not doing well. And that's
pop them pillies back, man.
They're putting way
you don't rely on pills though, right? You don't believe in psychiatry?
And that is not good to break someone through mental health. Like, seriously not good. And that is what's going on here. And the advocate needs to sit back and reevaluate it and go, hey, hang on a sec, you know, like, this guy just had a full fucking breakdown. So come my next meeting, which will be in a week, we're doing it every Tuesday now, so we can get in an hour and a half of stuff. I am going to tell her outright, I'm just going to say, look, you need to have my back on this, because you need to go at this company.
You need to have my back on this. Holy fuck.
I'm not the bad guy here, you know, and you broke me last week, meaning just yesterday, where, you know, we had our meeting, you know, this being Wednesday.
She broke you?
I think it is. The 21st, anyway, whatever fucking day it is. I don't care. But no, they need to lay off of this shit. They need to lay off of it being September and that. I am going to call up the city today, and I'm going to ask them straightforward. I'm going to go, okay, what the hell is going on with this? I need to know. So get back to me, because I want to know what the city is doing with this, because I heard this, and I want to know if it's true or not. I don't care who I piss off, because at this point, I am just done. I am so done. It's not even funny. Like, I'm just like, I'm done. You know what I mean? Like, do you understand that level? Like, where you're just, like, it's not frustration. It's way beyond that. You're broken on every level. It's like as if these people are psychopaths, right? And they get a kick out of this shit. And you're just like, okay, fine, fuck it, I'm done. You know? And I am really seriously am looking at whether or not I should just save up my money and cut my losses, buy some camping gear and shit, and just hike out into the mountains and be done with it. You know, a lot of people are breaking down. It's not just me. I talked to other people in this building, and they're like, no, we got till December. I'm like, I'm being told September. They're like, no, we got till December. And I'm banking on that. Like, you know, and I agree with them. You know, so I think that because I got an advocate involved, they're trying to pressure me and get me the fuck out because they don't like me being in their face about this shit. Then tough shit. Do your fucking job. You know, get off your fucking lazy ass
Do
and do
your
it.
fucking
and I'm going to tell
job.
the city about all this shit. And I'm going to tell them exactly how I feel. I'm going to say, look, I'm going to be swearing and shit, but, you know, that's just part of who I am. So it's nothing personal, so don't take it personal. I'm going to say that right up front because I am done. You know, I am spent. I had a complete breakdown mentally, emotionally, and otherwise to the point where I felt like I was going to have a heart attack. And I needed to let it out. And it was just boiling inside of me. Like, it was just like, you guys are fucking assholes, you know. And that's the truth. You know, and that's the thing with my videos. I'm honest with you guys. And I'm like that in real life. I'm honest about things, you know. And I don't, you know, like, I do swear, but it's like, it's fucking sailor talk. It's shit I learned in the armed forces. And you can't unlearn things that you have learned. You know, it's impossible. But the thing is, it doesn't mean that I'm being disrespectful, you know. Like I said to you guys, it doesn't matter what your language is. You can say nigger, you can say, you know, Casper, you can say ghost, you can say cracker. And those three things right there are about the white community, by the way. And I just said nigger there at the beginning. And you know what's going to get triggered is people are going to look at that. And they're not going to look at the fact that I said 3 times, 3 different versions of white people, okay? Yeah, I fucking am Casper. Can you get any whiter than this besides being albino? I don't think so. Blah. You know, like, it's all about the intent. It's not about the language you use. It's about the intent. If I was to say fuck you, and you're the opposite sex, and we're dating, you're going to be taking, let's go to the bedroom and get it on. But could it be fuck you as in I'm joking around? Could it be fuck you as in I'm pissed off at you? Or could it be fuck you because I want to fuck you? See what I mean? Intent, right? Is it sexual? Is it negative? Or is it positive? And it can be all 3. Just fuck you. Literally fuck you. Right? Can be all 3. That could be sarcasm, which is negative, right? That could be like, you know, no, yeah, fuck you, fuck off, you know, kind of thing, right? You know, where you're joking around. And that could be, let's go to the bedroom because I want to fuck your ass. I want to fuck you so fucking bad, you're going to be sore for the next billion years, you know. And then there you go, right? So it could be sexual. It could be negative, as in a derogatory term. And it could be positive, as in we're just fucking around and joking around. So why is it people get triggered by nigger? You know, like, seriously, why is that? I sit here and I say Casper, and I say cracker, and I say, you know, what the fuck was the other one there I was using? Anyway, you know, cracker, you know, and they're all different terms. They're slang is what they are. Like, you know that, right? It's all slang. It's not even proper English. It's just slang, you know. And shit, do I mean any disrespect to anybody? No. So why do people get offended by me swearing then? I mean, come on, like, fuck, you know, like, see, there's just a generalization, like, fuck, like, you know, like, there's another way of doing it, a generalization, right? Negative, positive, sexual, a generalization. I just found a 4th category for it. I'm just, like, generally going, fuck, you know, like, my God, you cannot be human nowadays with this woke society that we live in that's being forced onto us and forcing us down and suppressing us from actually just being human. If I want to say fuck you, I'm going to say fuck you. Does that mean I want to fuck you sexually? Or is it just a generality? Or is it a term out of hatred? Or is it a term out of, like, you know, I'm just fucking around and joking around with you? And it can be all 4. Because now there's 4 categories I figured out. A generality category, right? So, I mean, son of a bitch, man. Fuck off. You know, like, seriously. Like, it's just a fucking joke. So that's where I'm at, guys. I had a complete meltdown yesterday. I am just done with all this. I am just like, fuck it. You know, it is what it is, right? And I'm just not going to allow my advocate or this company that I run from push me into a corner like that. And the next time I talk with my advocate, which is a week, you know, from yesterday, you know, so I guess today's Wednesday, I'm not too sure, you know, sorry, my days and nights are all gone because I'm just fucked up, you know, and I seriously am fucked up, I'm not joking, and I'm just like, okay, like, I'm busy 24/7, so I'm surprised I can make these videos here for you, but yeah, no, like, the advocate, I'm going to have to tell him, I'm going to have to tell her, like, you know, I can't pull the damn, I'm going to have to tell her, look, you know, last week we had a breakdown, which was just yesterday, right? This is like advancing a week from now, right?
This is Outer Worlds.
Like around the 27th, I think, is our next one here, next Tuesday.
This is Outer Worlds.
And I'm just gonna have to tell her right off the bat. I'm gonna look. I had a complete breakdown with you over the phone at our last meeting, you know. And so because of that, you need to get on their backs and lay off the mine here, because there's only so much of this that I can take. There's a reason I got you involved, which is I need your help, which is true. And I need you to take control of this thing here, because like I'm just done.
Really?
I've been
Yeah.
asking time and time again. I need help with packing.
It's
no
the
one's helping me.
Obsidian
I
game.
need help with, like, you know, finding places. No one's helping me. You know, I'm doing everything myself. You know, the Advocate is more like an information. They're like a resource, you know, full of information, right? And suggestions on how you could do things and go about things, which is awesome. And I like that. But at the same time, they can't, you know, go with you physically and do things or do things on your behalf, like phone people up and that and help you out that way, which is really stupid. And there's no one out there that will help you with packing and shit like that. And it's just like, look, there's only so much I can do. You know, I need to fucking de-stress. This is why I play video games, because then it sucks me out of this
I need to
negative
de-stress.
mindset that I have, and sucks me out of that negative energy, that vortex that you get into. And you know, if you have an anxiety disorder, how easy it is to trigger that and how easy it is to go down that well. And I'm looking at...
It sounds like you're lazy, mate.
Like, no, it's December. And I am going to push hard right back with the Advocate on that one. And I'm going to be like, look, I don't mean this to be a pissing contest, but seriously, this whole September thing is bullshit, because I have no documentation saying otherwise, you know. And unless I get something in writing, I'm going to presume that it is still December. So whatever we can do, hey, yeah, I'm all for getting the fuck out of here as soon as possible, but I'm not going to be forced like this where I'm breaking down, you know. And that's the kind of thing I'm going to have to say. And you know, hopefully she's intelligent enough to get that, and she won't take it personally, and she will still be my advocate, or else, like, you know, I'm just, you know, and I will be stuck that way then too. But I gotta speak my mind, because it's destroying my health, it's ruining my health, you know. And that's why I give you guys my health updates, you know. So right now, my mental illness is so bad, I got vertigo 24/7. You know, like, it is fucking driving me nuts. Like, everything's spinning on me all the time. And my God, how intense it can get. Like, I'm just surprised that I'm making this video here for you. So, the next video will be about Halo 5 and that, and about my thoughts about Halo. And then I'll do one on what happened with that survey for you guys, you know. And I'll try and get you guys in the loop. And by the way, I can't watch your guys' videos on Odyssey, because Odyssey is just buffering like really, really bad. Go check out my video on that. I did a really short blurb about it. I'm actually thinking about doing both
How you doing,
YouTube and
CSO?
Odyssey, and I'm thinking about even going back to YouTube.
You're doing
and
good.
that too as well. So if you guys follow me, you might want to follow me in both places, you know. But right now, I don't have nothing going on YouTube. I'll be down to like 15-minute videos. I'll have to start from scratch, you know, kind of thing. And so, yeah. So anyway, thanks a lot, guys. I love you. I respect the hell out of everybody, and I hate being put in a position like this where I have to suck ass to people that are fucking women, because, like, it takes a woman to stand up for you, or else you don't have a voice. And that is fucking ridiculous. That is the most stupidest thing I've ever heard, you know. And that is literally the world that we live in right now. That is literally where I am stuck, you know. And, you know, I said to the Advocate, I said, you know, what's interesting is shit gets done because you're involved, because you're a female. But yet, look, hey, it's okay to fucking, you know, come at me, you know. And I've been told from the city, like,
he has a lot of words for this fucking thing.
Say who they are.
Pokemon Go,
There was
fair
this
enough.
one operator who took the time to listen to
Fun
my
enough
story,
game, I suppose.
and he told me, he said, you know, you should go to the Human Rights Commission with that shit, because it sounds like you got something there that they would be interested in hearing from. And I'm thinking maybe that's what I should do. Like, once I get the fuck out of here, I'm thinking maybe I should write a really lengthy complaint to the Human Commission and say, look, this is the way I was treated by this company. These are the people that were involved in it, their positions at the time. And here's my story about the abuse that went on here, you know. Because it is abusive. I don't care what anyone says. That I'm a trained professional.
Yeah, it
no abuse when I see it. And
cooled down a lot.
Being
I'm happy for that.
hounded like this about September and get the fuck out by September is just bullshit.
No more
They have to give you documentation. You know, they can't just come up and go, okay, you need to go out because we're going to force you out right now. They need to give
Apologies,
you
but our
notice,
situation
and they have
grows
to give you
dire.
proper notice. They can't give you 30 days or something like that. Not with this, at least not that I know of. I'm not a lawyer, you know.
They are armed
But
all the same.
I'm going to talk
All
to
they
the
need
city
is a
about
good
this today,
reason, and
and I'm
war
going to
is
get to the
one
bottom.
such
of
Yeah,
it,
same.
find out what the
We had
fuck
big
is going
rain
on
today.
here, because that is fucking insane. Because there's just no way. I am breaking down.
Time. We need
You know,
food
and I'm getting
ammunition.
a hold of people, and they're like, you know, most of them text nowadays, so I don't have a cell phone, so I can't
Excellent.
text, you know. And if you
Did you
can
find
text,
the
then you're
noise?
going to get noticed quicker than I am. You know, this is the bottom line. So,
Thank the
I don't know
Eternal.
if the advocate thinks, like, you
One
know, if
step
I'm,
closer
like,
to
you know,
bringing the
slacking
truth.
off and that,
This
but
plan's
it's like, no, I'm
brilliance is
working
in
hard
its
at this
subtlety.
shit, you know.
For the time
I
being,
don't know
let's
where her
cease our
mind's at
activities
with
on
this whole
tower,
thing, you
lest
know.
we have
But
much to do, articles to
I
write,
broke
sermons
down
to
with
ponder.
her just yesterday,
Hey,
and I'm just like,
we
look,
need to see
you
to
know,
the
I'm
wounded.
thinking, like, you know, look, we're gonna have a serious talk about that, you know, because that's not a good direction to be going in. That's not at all, you know, and it shows my frustration because I was like livid about this company I run from, and I was livid about this one person in particular that's still working here, and that's the tenant support worker, and I was livid about her, and I'm just like, look, this person keeps blocking me from getting the housing that I need. And I said, look, I know you say to let it go, but it's easier said than done because I am really fucking pissed off at missing out on McPherson again. You know, and I said yes, and I told my doctor that, I told my pharmacist, I told everybody.
He has a lot of words.
That can back me up and go, the guy told me he was moving there.
Story
And then you guys
short,
know
long
my
story
videos, I
short,
tell you, I'm
he
taking
broke
that
down,
right?
and now
And
he
so now
wants
I'm
to tell
stuck
his
because now it's like,
advocate
well,
that she shouldn't push him so
now you're
hard,
looking at filling
and he
out
thinks the
forms
advocate is against
for,
him as
you know,
well,
senior
because
housing,
everyone's against
and
Panic Man, yada
that's
yada
really
yada.
no better than this kind of stuff. You know what I mean? And really, what I want to do is get into affordable housing, but Calgary Housing is blocking me because they won't do it, you know, and that kind of shit. And I'm just
Bro,
like,
you
fuck
make
you guys,
900.
you guys are
You make
assholes.
1,000.
So anyway, guys,
He makes
yeah,
makes
that's really
1,500
stuff
a
and
month.
that sort of
You're
thing.
not gonna
So,
get an affordable housing.
just say a little prayer that everything works out, you know, and God bless you guys.
Not
I think you guys
one
are
fucking
awesome.
chance.
So thank you for everything, and thank you for being so awesome. And
Hey, Captain.
we'll see you guys in the next video.
You know about
Take
what
care.
happened here,
Bye
right?
for now. I really hope
I
this
read
shit
about this
doesn't
in
happen.
Thrilling
to you.
Tales of the
Seriously.
Frontier.
Nah, he
Okay.
still hasn't moved.
Pirates raided Amber Heights. It was a real bloodbath.
He's supposed to move in September, but he wants to move it back to December because all the other tenants are having December as well, and it's just yeah, he wants to fucking move. He doesn't want to move quick because it's all too much for him. It's too much for his fragile little brain, and he got fucking he had a breakdown, and now he's a 0.5 milligram up on the Xanax, so GG. Yeah, exactly. That's probably why she's pushing him, because he needs to get out in September. That's a fucking that's 2 months from now, bro. That ain't that much. 2 months is fucking very, very short to move. Like I said, the advocate's doing her job. Like, the advocate's actually not evil. It's just, I don't know, it's something to do with Panic Man. If people disagree with Panic Man's way of thinking or way of doing, they're instantly evil. He instantly thinks, oh, they're against me.
Okay, guys, I was thinking about doing a video here on
Right. Common belief is that the pirates
Halo
fled to
5
the station's
Guardians
locked up.
and
But one of my
doing a
people
review
said
on it, but
it's mostly
instead,
corrupted.
I think I'm
Pulled
going
a
to talk
couple
about
codes
Halo
off of it.
5, and I'm going to talk about
One
the
is the-
Halo franchise, and basically just talk about Halo, you know. So
warning.
there's going to be spoiler talk in here, probably,
Appreciate it.
more than likely, somewhere
Someone was
along the
behind
line.
Amber Heights massacre.
So if
Give a
you
lot.
haven't played the
Good luck.
games or you don't want anything spoiled for you, odds are maybe don't watch this video.
What game?
But we need to talk about this and
What game?
where I'm at with Halo and that. And
Oh,
how I
Halo.
feel about gaming in general, especially with.
I want to play
series like
Stray,
this.
but
I
not
mean,
on stream
Mario
because I
does
know
everything
people
right,
hate it.
Zelda does everything right. Sonic,
People think
you
it's a
know,
walking
and that
sim,
kind
so
of
I think
shit.
I might play it off
But
stream.
when it
I know it's
comes
only like
to
4 hours,
beat
so.
'em ups, when it comes to fighting games, and when it comes to
I remember
other
watching the
franchises, in
fucking
this case,
tech
FPS
demo
and
for
that
that
sort
in
of thing, they just don't
2015 or
know
some
when
shit.
to quit. They want to keep milking the gravy train, right? I feel like this with Gears, you know, when Gears of War 4 came out, and I'll save that for another video. Well, maybe I'll include it in this one. You know, yeah, you know what? Let's throw Gears in here too because it is a Microsoft IP, and we'll do Microsoft IPs.
Yeah, I
for
just
this
I got back
product.
from
And if
baseball
you guys
training.
like this video, then we'll do it for
It was
all
fun.
companies, right? But I'm gonna mention things like Nintendo and that because I think Nintendo is doing really great with like
Oh my God.
Zelda and Mario and that, and I think Sega's doing good still with Sonic and that. There's still some amazing stuff.
Sega is not good.
But I really
Sega is
feel
not doing
like
good.
because these are story-based driven games. Things should be done in trilogies and just left alone, and that's it. I mean, when you look at Star Wars, and you look at the original trilogy, it was way better than the prequels. I don't care what anyone says, it is. There was a ton of action, a ton of adventure, a ton of drama, a ton of everything, and they nailed everything perfectly, and they should have left it last.
But yeah,
But Lucas went out and made the prequels, and
it was
you got
fun.
mixed reviews on that one because you got people like myself that
we
are
done
like,
warm
what
up,
the fuck is that shit?
which
And then
is
you got
like
people
running
like,
around
"Oh,
the
that
field.
shit,
That
no, their shit
low
was
key
awesome."
destroyed me.
And then you got the Disney fanboys, it's like a completely
Then we done
different ballgame
catching
because
practice, which I
Lucas
fucking
sold out, and I
sucked
really
at.
feel like he betrayed us. And, that's how
I
feel,
I did.
he
I
betrayed,
just
you know.
couldn't catch
So
the
Star Wars
ball
to me is
with
really
my
tainted.
fucking
I
mitten
really
glove
dislike
thing.
it tremendously, except for the OG
And then we
stuff.
had batting practice for
And
like
that's it.
45 minutes, I
I'll
think.
recognize anything done by Lucas, and that includes the prequels, but I don't recognize anything done by Disney.
Which
So
I done
why
pretty
do I
alright
say
at.
things should be done in trilogies? Because
I'm
when you
not
look at the
fucking a
original
star,
trilogy
though.
in Star Wars, it was
But I
fucking
got a few hits in.
phenomenal, right?
Yeah, it was fun.
It was great. You know, we got like A New Hope, Empire Strikes Back, Return of the Jedi, and it wraps everything up. You know, we have like Luke Skywalker's dad dying, and then he comes back, and then he's in ghost form by the end of Return of the Jedi, and he actually
He's in
gets to say
ghost
goodbye to his
form.
son with his own eyes. So there's a lot of beautiful things in that trilogy that happen. The first movie
I love it
was
when Obi-Wan
action-packed,
Kenobi
a
is
fast
in
movie.
ghost
The
form.
second movie more slow
Must have been one
and
ugly
more
fight.
dramatic and more into the Luke Skywalker needs to train and get ready for Return of the Jedi, right? And then it's action-packed again. So we have our action, our slow part, and in our action. So the slow part fills in how this person got training and all this other shit, right? It fills in the blanks, and it works. And that's where Lucas should have put on the brakes, right there. Then the prequels come out, and he took a lot of flack for it, and then he decides to sell it to Disney, which is the worst thing he could have done. He should have just stepped back from the project then and said someone else take over the helm and do the writing, and then that's it. That's what he did with the OG stuff. You realize he only sat behind the camera on Star Wars: A New Hope, and the other two movies were done by different directors. So, that's what he should have done. That's really what he should have done. I think he bit off more than he could chew when it came to the prequels, and he should have just sat back and went after the prequels came out and went, okay, I'm going to do the last three, but have someone else at the helm, of the camera, right?
Nice
Just-
controller aim.
like the story.
There's no aim
That's what
assist
he
in this
should have
game.
done. So why do I say things should be done in trilogies? And why am I talking about this? Because I talked about Halo 5 at the beginning here. That's why.
Bom,
So
bom,
you play
bom,
Halo
bom.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Halo 5.
and
Let's
you
see. Is
realize
that Halo
it's all about
Infinite?
Master Chief, right?
That
And
is
they're
Halo
talking about
Infinite,
Gears
isn't
here,
it?
too. And then Halo 5 comes out, and then fuck Infinity, because we got microtransactions now in these games.
No, there is
At
Halo.
the end,
There is.
right?
Okay, Halo
So
Infinity is 6.
Now, Halo 5 comes out, and I just played it the other night there, and I finished it, trying to take my mind off of shit. I did it over the weekend, actually, to take my mind off of shit. And I beat it. And it took me about 11 hours to beat, so yeah, it's a rather lengthy campaign, which I did enjoy. I will say I did enjoy it. Graphically, it's a great game.
Guardians.
It is great. Again,
Don't
I
think
have
I've played that
problems
one.
with the sound because
Last
of
one
the
I played was
problem
Halo
with
4.
Microsoft is they love to drown everything with music,
Where
right?
you
And
try to
it's
save
you understand that I
Cortana
need
or
to
some
hear
shit.
voices to
I don't know,
understand
it's
the
been a
story.
long ass
That's why
time.
I bought these games. That's why I want to, and that's why I'm going back.
It's
to
been
the
a
OG
long
stuff
ass time
because,
since I played that.
My God, did they ever drown things with the noise? I'm so sick of noise, and I mean more.
The
than
way you
just
don't play as
audio.
Master Ball, that
I'm
just sounds
talking
terrible.
visual in that too. You put on HDR. I don't know why.
That just
people are
sounds
playing that
terrible.
shit, but I tried playing some of my games.
That sounds like Gears of War 5. Ugh.
Now, and on the Xbox,
I want to play some
I was
stinky bitch.
like,
I want to play as Marcus.
Holy motherfucker, that's intense.
I always hate when they do that in
I'm
video
sick
games.
of the ray
Ooh,
tracing.
the
I'm
next
sick of
generation.
HDR.
No one gives a fuck about the
Give me a
next
fucking
generation,
game
bro.
and let me enjoy it.
It's video
You know,
game logic.
I'm
Just
sick
make
of
the same
micros
fucking
and
dude in
everything
the same
being
game.
cashed
Don't
out to
fucking
death.
care
I'm
about,
sick of
you know,
a lot of
how
shit,
old he
you
gets
know.
or some shit.
And so here I'm sick of Halo. and I'm sick of Gears, and I'm sick of a bunch of different franchises because they just don't know when to quit. So let's talk about Halo. So Halo 5 comes out, and I just beat it the other day there, and it's all about this one guy, right? I'm trying to remember his name now. Is it Lark or Lork or something like that? Anyway.
You played it for 11 hours and you don't know the dude's name? What the fuck?
I can't pronounce it right now. So anyway, you're playing as a separate guy who's this black guy, so it feels like a woke game.
A black guy!
And it's not about,
goddamn woke people.
Master Chief at all. It's all about
Whoa.
this new black guy, right? And the group that he's with. And I'm just like, this is fucking stupid.
I mean, Reach, no, ODST, no, wait, was it Reach? I think it was Halo Reach. Reach is not about Master Chief, and that kind of worked, didn't it?
You destroy Cortana, which I love the OG Cortana. I don't like this new version of her at all. And you're going down this really dark side with the story. And you have a story here, continuity-wise, flow-wise, that is really, really bad. And that is the problem with Halo 5. And you got a ton of microtransactions for people that want to play the game online, And I don't do that shit, thank God. Like, if I was an online gamer, I'd be having nightmares about this shit. How much money you want? Fuck off, That's why I like Oregon Pacifist.
I mean, there is a choice to not
here's a way to get
buy
Game Pass for
but,
free. I don't pay shit. I don't pay anybody anything. I love you. You're awesome, by the way. You fucking rock, bro. So, the thing is that, as I was playing this game, I'm like, playing it, trying to get through the story to understand it, and I'm just bewildered at how bad the story writing is in this game. And it is bad. It is really, really bad. And I'm like, fuck Infinity, I'm not interested. I wanted a new Halo game.
I heard Infinity was really good.
So I was... Sorry guys, I'm having a lot of challenges here. Watch my health video and you'll understand why. Had a breakdown yesterday. So...
Oh no!
I was,
he had a breakdown.
Just... fucked by
I'm kind of like
story
Panic
that
Man in a way.
I couldn't figure it out. I couldn't figure out what the hell they were doing. Because at the beginning, the person that created Cortana is like, they're going to come for us and they're going to kill us both, right? They're going to get you to kill us both. Like, as if she's talking to you about it, right? Past tense, right? And then, at the ending, you get this really, really strange ending. And it's like...
No.
Well, it took you guys long enough. And I'm like, what the fuck kind of ending is that? So I go through all this shit to find out that this chick that made Cortana made her evil for some strange reason. That makes no sense in the story. There's no real explanation why Cortana is evil.
Is the number 5 bad? Is it bad? Do people hate it?
What the fuck? Now, let's look at the past here about Halo. Let's look at Halo 1, 2, 3, Reach, and 4, right? And I'm going to mainly focus on 3 and Reach. That's where I'm really going to focus on, okay? It was always about Master Chief, and it was always about the Halo rings. And
it was more about the war.
When the story...
The war against the aliens and the Flood.
Started
That's what it was mostly about. The Flood.
Which was Halo Evolved in the first one. And then after that, they realized that they got something here, and they turned it into a whole universe full of rings, which turned into a whole cosmos full of rings. And then you're like, then you can see the cheese going on here, right? So let me just summarize how I feel about Halo 1, 2, 3, and Reach, and we're going to skip 4, okay? We're just going to go 1, 2, 3, and Reach. Honestly, how I feel about this, I loved 1, 2, and 3, but I had my on-offs like everybody else. Like I was on with 1, kind of off with 2, and on with 3. But it really felt like
it was the best one, you
fucking
fuck.
nailed it with Reach. Okay, now the reason why I say that is because
you got dual wielding too, bro.
It began. Like Microsoft.
You go to Earth. It's
hey,
sick,
look, guys. This is how it began, right? This is where it all started. If you actually play Reach, and you get to the end of Reach, you realize something. You're against a superior species that not only has you beaten with the sheer numbers that they have, but they also have you beaten with science and technology and logic as well. They've outsmart you, they've outfought you, and now it's just down to you literally. And this is the ending you get in Reach, It's down to you literally at the end, and you keep on playing until you die, and then you die, and that's it, and it's game over. And that's the way I strongly feel, that if we were to be invaded by a species right now...
Panic Man, it's a video game, no one cares. No one cares about what happens in real life.
When we would. And that's really how I felt about Reach. My takeaway from Reach was not, this was the beginning, this is how Stall started, because that's what they say at the end of it, right? And that's how it all began. And I'm like, no, that's perfect. That's exactly how it should end. So for me, the true ending to Halo is Reach. Go and play Reach and you understand why. You need to play the story to
TPM, we want the 1 ounce review.
I know I spoiled it for you, but
$5.
I said in here, I said we're going to have spoilers, you know. So, that's on you.
I'll pause him for it. Beautiful anime. Great baseball anime, actually. A bit high on the, haha, I am explaining my plan to you. But other than that, fucking Toa is based, and I wish there was a second season. 8 out of 10. Fucking, it was about to get good, you know, and then they fucking end the season. My favorite was probably the, not the Bugaboos, the other guys, the one with the fucking Thanos looking dude. That one, I like that one. That was my favorite arc. The cheating arc, I'm not the biggest fan of because I feel like the whole cheating is like, I wanted them to get exposed, and they didn't. And it's just nasty to play in a stadium that you know is rigged, you know. But the way he got around it was smart. Does the whole rest of the tournament. Nice. Yeah, I'll probably read it one day. I got a lot of fucking manga to read. Yeah, big up Softbee. I'm sorry I'm playing a game that you probably don't enjoy. How have you been? Yeah, I fucking like it. It's a good anime. It also doesn't end on a note, you know, like on a fucking sour note. It ends on like, oh, you know, it's only the beginning of the season, but they keep on pitching and pitching and pitching, and then it goes to black screen. I was like, okay. It's not like they go, oh, next time they're gonna have to go and fight against these guys. No, it's just like, okay, yeah, they're there, they're doing their stuff. Je kan kijken in mijn kamer, maar ik denk niet dat het op mijn kamer ligt. Yeah, it was fun. It was a good time. Eurocamp next tonight, actually. To be fair, wasn't even supposed to be here today. I fucking hate myself. I actually fucking hate myself. I said, oh, I'll take a break from streaming today. I'll take a break from streaming, and here I fucking am. Fucking streaming. What's wrong with me? Goon has made a monster that just streams every day. You must stream. Yeah, exactly. I just feel useless, you know. I was like, oh yeah, I'll play a video game, and I'm just like, yeah, but if I play a video game, I might as well fucking stream it. Yeah, I just got, well, I've been back from the baseball practice 2 hours ago. Yeah, I had a good time. I had a good time with baseball. I was very nervous when I on the drive over. Very fucking nervous. It's kind of like how how do you say it? I wouldn't say it's like Panic Man, but it's kind of like anxiety of not knowing what you're about to expect. So I didn't know what the fuck I'm supposed to expect from a training, right? But yeah, there were 4 people. I asked him like, is this everyone? And he's like, nah, it's fucking summer vacation, so a lot of people are off. Or and some of the main players, they have injuries or some shit, some stuff like that. So I was like, okay. And yeah, there were 4 people. One of them was, I would say, relatively young. I don't know, like he looked pretty young. One of them was a dude named Rob, and he was 30. He was pretty chill. And then there was the trainer, Jeroen. Jeroen. It's a fucking Dutch name. So yeah, we started out with warming up. And then we done catching, like catching the ball. So like, you know, we were 4 people, so we just done 1-1, and we catched it. I was terrible at it. Holy fuck, I was terrible at it. I dropped that ball at least 50 times. That ball was hard as fuck to catch, bro. But yeah, then then after the training, they said to me, next time you catch a ball, just follow the ball and let the ball hit your hand. Do not close your hand with the glove, because apparently if you close it, it moves off. So apparently you just need to like let it hit, and it will stay in the thing, apparently. But yeah, basically that went terrible, and then we done some batting training for like 45 minutes, and that was a lot of fun. The trainer pitched, not a machine. They do have a machine, but well, we were with 4 people, so you know. So yeah, that was a thing, and what's it called? I had a few. Balls, mostly fouls, a few pop-ups, a few base hits, I suppose. Well, I say it's base hits. You can't tell that because, you know, there's no fucking thing there, but it went into the field, so. Yeah, it was a good time. I was fucking knackered. I still am, to be honest. I still am a bit fucking tired. It's fucking, it was intense. It was fun though. It was fun. I'm definitely going back. Unfortunately, I arrived at the wrong time. They got a free 4-week vacation now, so this was the last training for like 4 weeks, and I was like, okay. How often do they practice? I think once a week. I think. But this is the seniors / young people team. So there's people that are like 50. Like he was talking about this dude. This dude was talking about, yeah, you should see he hits hard, bro. He's my inspiration. And I was like, oh, how old is he? Oh, around 50. I'm like, wait, a 50-year-old fucking hits bangers? What the fuck do you mean? So yeah, this you know, yeah, that's something. They also have a normal team, I think, but that's more for young people, I think. I'm too old. He did say that when I came in. He was like, well, you're a little old to start playing baseball right now. And I'm like, yeah, I know. But yeah, it was fun. Big up, Juz. Where the fuck am I? Where the fuck am I?
We gotta make for the bar. Play a couple rounds, crack a couple heads. You know.
I'm in the wrong place.
Socialize.
First team practice. Everyone comes back. You can show out. Yeah, I was planning to do that. It's just batting. We don't have batting cages. I looked it up. We don't have any batting cages whatsoever. So I could learn how to catch a ball, obviously, with my dad. I could do that easily. But yeah. The batting's gonna be tough. I also have well, not an injury, but I got fucking a burn mark or something. I don't fucking know. I got like 2 dots on my hand right now, and I don't know where the 2 dots came from. I guess it's from hitting batting. I think it's from batting, maybe. Maybe the imprint of the bat. Maybe. I don't know. I had a good time though. Oh my. Ugh. Come on. There we go. Alright, I'm in the wrong place. Yeah, big ups Juzzy, Softy. I'm surprised you guys are awake, man. The Goon stream was like literally 4 hours ago. Do you guys not sleep? That way. I'm in the wrong one, aren't I? Yeah, I am. Didn't stay for the whole Goon stream. He finished the card game. I kind of lurked a bit because I felt like Goon was a bit angry. So I was like, fuck it, I'll be quiet. Where the fuck is she? Gotta steal. And all I do is say sorry.
You seen Arthur today?
More? Yeah, it was probably just me. Don't worry about it.
You don't look like a smuggler nor a dandy. Catherine sent you back here? What's your order? No, I don't have any... If it's only a drink you're after... This... Toss ball? Will...
Whoa.
Battery level. Thank you. All cleaning.
Yvonne.
Folks I never met before are my most favorite kind. So... Let me just stop you right there, stranger. My question, it's not one I really want an answer to. Not unless it accompanies...
I understand.
Not now. You'll jinx my luck.
Where's this Catherine bitch? What is this one? Errors unseen and space-time continue. Meet with Catherine. Alright.
Uh-huh. You blind, fella? Why is it every sissy pig fucker who only nugget of paradise in this...
I could listen to her.
Truthfully spoken, I do aim to properly represent my aforementioned...
I hate the little smirk animation everyone has.
I do so try. So what are you in the market for? Well... Good of you to finally haul your ass over here. I wired for backup weeks ago. Got something that's gonna require special extraction from Cascadia. Found it on a corpse, huh? If you killed Lilia's agent, you get to explain it to her, not me. Well, shit. I knew he'd come to a bad end one day. Still, no time for weeping and wailing. One of my runners uncovered a cache of Alta Vitae. To extract the gas, you'll need to siphon it from the lab in Cascadia into one of your ships. To get to the gas, you'll need to navigate through. The lab itself has become an infested nest, crawling with manti. Clever! Now, after you clear the manti nest and reach the storage, the task will require someone with technical skills. Or you could force it through with a plasma overload. Don't recommend that option. Dandy. Did I mention the gas is of an extremely once you've got our... I've marked the... But before you make your run, Good. This particular matter of opportunity has been eating at... There's a Borst factory on up the way, run by a man who calls himself... That aside, it's a business ripe for... Stars, I hope so. Clive Lundberg, the self-proclaimed... He's making the only meal to be had this side of Monarch, and I'm tired of ponying up for my dinner. I want that... And you're the soon-to-be handsomely paid
Alright.
Guess you've got it figured out. Hit him where it hurt. Sometimes the simplest solution is the sweetest. It'll be more than good when you've... Oh, and if you don't fancy going in...
I do want to go in guns blazing though.
How's... Might be I know something about it. Might be someone hired my crew to blind drop supplies on the northern bridge. Might be they sure as shit weren't pirates. Now that I consider it, I ain't heard from my delivery team in far too long. Find them.
Alright. Got enough quests to deal me a lifetime.
Sour milk just by glaring at it.
Self-sanitization needed. Alert.
Self-sanitization needed. Yeah, I've had a good day. Nice and cool again. And fucking done stuff. Oh, it's all good in the hood. Oh yeah, Pac-Man. I forgot about him. Talking about Halo.
Is like, you know, I felt that Reach was the conclusion to Halo. And I still feel that way. And then 4 comes out, and I'm like... I'm not feeling it anymore. You know, and then 5 comes out, and I'm like, come on, now you made it about someone completely different. It's no longer about Master Chief. You know, they're getting away from the rings. They're getting away from, you know, Master Chief. And they're getting away from what made Halo work. Which is all about the rings and all about, you know, it was all about one ring, first off. It's like Lord of the Rings is all about one ring.
Yeah, and they blow it up in Halo 1. Get with the program.
It's all about going out and destroying that ring. But then number 2 comes out, and then it's about, we got multiple rings, which just fucked with everybody mentally that way.
He thinks the reason Reach ends
and then you hit 3 and you're kind of like, okay, that was
with
you hit Reach and you realize
you trying to fight off the aliens until you die, you know what? Is done. The best this ending you could get about the Halo. So he says like, it's not the beginning, it's the ending.
And that's really how
the weird fucking so he like makes his own canon or some shit.
I found 5 extremely insulting.
He makes his own fucking canon.
With DLC and micros and that, and the story is like, you know, about, like in Halo 5 is about this woman who created Cortana, makes her go dark side.
Yeah, it better be cool. Shut up, Lowdrag.
Cosmos, not just the galaxy or the universe, but the whole fucking cosmos.
You better be chilling right now with some Heineken.
She's playing God with everybody, and she's fucking with everybody using technology against us, right? Well, come on here. You know, when do we go, this is getting stupid and ridiculous? Because now you're siding with your worst enemy. It's like siding with Hitler and Joseph Stalin. You're not going to do it.
I love Hitler.
Not if you're the Axis, you're not going to go and side with the Allies. And if you're the Allies, you're not going to side with the Axis. It's just that simple. Axis and Allies. Like, you know, it's that simple, right? So, here in Halo, we have a really big problem with it, with the story. Because, like, you know, in number 5, we have... siding with the what the fuck are they called now? Anyway, the bad guys. We'll just do it that way. Sorry. It's like I had a lobotomy because seriously, my brain's fucked right now. Watch my health.
Hello, Arthur.
We're siding with the bad guys.
I got
here,
moves.
like, no,
Just remember,
that's not Halo. We're fighting those guys, you know. And then you take one of the most iconic characters in the game, and one of the most what would you call it?
Catherine had us making drops for some
Shit,
big shot
what's that
line
term
out
you guys use here?
Before you ask, the whole point of making drops in the middle of nowhere
anyway,
was to
it's
keep
the
it-
core mechanics of the game, right? Like, you know, Master Chief and Cortana go hand in hand, right? And you're taking Master
Last I
Chief,
saw,
and
they were heading
we
back
don't
up the
get to
hill.
play that much
You'll
as
see
him.
it on-
You know,
if you
we're
got the
like,
sand to go
you know,
after
by
it.
chapter
I'm
3,
sure
he's gone.
me.
Like, you know, completely gone. Like, seriously, completely gone. We don't get to play him as all, and we do, like, you know, mainly, like, you know, through the eyes of this Locke guy. That's his name, I do believe.
Yeah, Goon finished the card game.
I'm just like, wow, you know, this is.
He said it was
you know,
ass.
so it pulls away from being about the race to being about Cortana. Pulls away from being
I did
about
look on
those
Steam.
guys
It does
who
have
fight
mixed
during
reviews.
the
The other
first
one,
games,
the other
you know,
voice of cards has
and being
most
about instead
overwhelmingly
fighting Cortana
positive ones. So
and
maybe
fighting
he's just playing the wrong one. I don't
And
know.
it's like, what the fuck did you just turn us into?
Did I make the
Titanfall or
team?
something? 'Cause this is
No.
not Halo. It's not even fucking close.
I
to
couldn't
Halo.
catch for shit.
And this is the biggest.
I've done all right
problem
with
of all
batting,
that I have
though.
with this. I also have other problems. I have problems with the visuals because, okay, that's supposed to be an elite. That's supposed to be a.
There was only 4 people at training though, because most, like the main team has injuries or some shit, and a lot of them are just like, yeah, we're not coming because it's vacation or some shit. So I don't know. We were with 4 people. We done catching training and batting training.
You know, that is anymore.
I sucked at the catching. I've done okay at the batting, but I feel like the trainer kind of threw the balls at me. You know,
Recognize a grunt and elite and
I don't think he done anything fucking special.
That's an arbiter. Okay, I know who I'm fucking with.
Don't
here,
think.
right?
I think he helped me out a little bit.
You can't in this game because this game has gotten so crazy with the visuals. Like I said, HDR and shit and ray tracing.
Basically.
So much
I think I caught like 5 balls out of like the 60 or some
so
shit.
Visually speaking,
It kept falling out of my fucking glove.
I can't recognize that's a Russian.
It kept falling out of my fucking glove, bro.
Then I can't recognize
Every time I had it, it was like, ah, yeah, that hurts. That's a fast ball, and then it falls.
That is terrible. When you take the graphics, the
I think he was sandbagging. He has to be. There's no way I'm that good at batting and at the beginning of fucking batting. I don't even know how to stand correctly, bro.
Because you shoot the needler at them, right? And they stick into those little grunts, and they're fucking hilarious because they run around, help me, help me, help me, it's on me, it's on me, and then they blow up and they die and they do this funny screaming at. It's fucking awesome. It understands.
But I had a good time,
that
and it was a
Starship
very good
Troopers
workout.
thing, like the very first
I was
Halo.
sweating at the end of it,
That's
man.
exactly what it was with Starship Troopers.
It's a good fucking
Then it
workout,
gets
I'm not gonna
way
lie
too
to you.
Serious, way too dark, and then it pulls away from being about Master Chief and about the rings, and it goes into about Cortana being evil and dark, and it's just getting darker and darker. And you know what? You lost me. This was supposed to be a franchise that was mocking and making fun of, you know, Starship Troopers, and turned into this whole woke shit, and turned into going dark side, and turned into fuck the rings, fuck Master Chief, we got a black guy here, we're woke, you know, and now we're gonna go off and kill Cortana because Cortana's fucking evil. At the end of the game, at the beginning of the game, you're presented with, you're gonna come for us, and your orders are gonna be to kill us. And at the end of the game, you're presented with the same person going, it took you long enough to find me. Okay. So, now what? Right? Like, who cares? Cortana's gone dark side. She's completely rogue. She has control over all the mechanics in the cosmos. Anything that's mechanical. You're not
I think I just killed a few people.
You know, and it's gone away from the Halo rings, and it's gone away from being a spoof, a satire, if you will, of fucking Starship Troopers, which is why I loved Halo. That's what attracted me to Halo. Halo Evolved, the very first Halo game, I fell in love with it because it reminded me exactly of Starship Troopers. And I can't think of anyone that's a Halo fan that won't back me up on that one. That won't be like, yeah, you know what? That's exactly why I loved it too.
Halo is reminding of Starship Trooper?
1, 2,
well, that's a
3,
fucking lie.
And I'll even throw in Reach in there. But then I'm done. But I'm going to say 1, 2, and 3 was Starship Troopers still. But Reach,
we need Juzzy's opinion on this.
I think it was too serious. Like, too much of a serious overtone to it. And number 4, definitely not an on. No, I don't recognize 4 and on. Now we're starting to pull away from what
I kind of like 4. 4 was alright.
We're pulling away from the rings. We're
trying to save Cortana. It's kind of emotional.
They lost.
You're stuck in Kyra Freeze for like somewhat years.
You gotta know when to go. We're done. And stop making, you know, movies like Lucas did. That's why I used the Star Wars reference. And just go.
Okay, I don't think you can fucking
and call it a day.
Kill those.
Seinfeld knew when to call it an end, and he said, before we become one of those TV shows, we're just going to end it. And they did, and they left it with an open ending where they could come back and do it anytime they want to. Supernatural, they didn't know when to end it, and it got ridiculous, and it got overkill with God and fucking all this other shit, and got too religious. And
I heard Supernatural is a good show, but it's just, it has like filler episodes.
Or so, and they killed it with season 10 in a bad way because they made it all about God, and you know, they brought in like, you know, all the different versions of the devil and that. And
isn't that a good thing though? Isn't Supernatural about demons? Of course they're gonna have God in there. You can do some cool shit with God.
Supernatural was
look at SMT.
Just like X-Files was about Mulder and Scully, and they lost me when they brought in the new people because the person who played Mulder decided he was going to go off and do Red Shoe Diaries and other shows, right? He didn't want to be, you know.
Yeah, done fucking Californication, the fucking pimp. Californication was a good ass show, bro. And not because of the titties, okay?
And Gillian Anderson, always. It's always about Mulder and Scully. It was never about that other shit, you know. And so you bring in the other
the mom in Sex Education is Scully from X-Files. Good show. Yeah, SJW at the season 3 though. I think there's a non-binary person in season 3. It's a bit fucking annoying. But I guess it's the norm nowadays, so you're gonna have to have it in a fucking TV show.
3 movies for movies, 3 games for a franchise, you know. And you get the idea here where I'm going, like, you know, 3-book cycle.
I have no idea where you're going with this.
Right? Or, like, you know, like, to be done. At most, right, is like you're either going to do a one-off, or if you're going to turn it into a franchise, it's going to have a beginning, middle, and an end to it. Everything has to, or else you're going to lose the flow of the continuity of storytelling. And it's so critical that you have proper storytelling and stuff like this, because it is about the stories. I could care less about online gaming, and I'm not against people that enjoy online gaming. Good for you. But I'm not buying the games for online gaming. I'm buying them for the storytelling.
Yeah, I hope you guys' day's been good. Mine's been fucking wonderful.
And this is why I tell you guys, buy shit on sale. And I like Oregon Pacifist way of doing things. I don't buy it on sale. I get it for free. I love you, brother. You're fucking awesome. You're fucking hilarious. Thanks for sharing your secret with us. Now I know. You little dirty son of a bitch. He hoards all the information, decides, hey guys, I'm gonna pull a prank on you now. April Fool's Day. Yeah, fuck you. And you know I love you, brother. You know that. You know what I mean?
What the fuck is this dude all about?
I totally love that. Fuck you. Like I said, you know, in that one video there, you know, I was talking about that shit. You know, I was talking about that being a generality too. Anyway, that's in a separate video. The bottom line, what I'm trying to say here, guys, is like, companies need to know when to call it quits. Lucas didn't know when to call it quits with Star Wars. Then he got frustrated because the fans got pissed off, and then he got pissed off and sold it to Disney, which was the worst thing ever, right? And then we see this happening time and time again with TV shows. Supernatural went downhill once it got religious, which was around season 9 or 10 when they started to bring in Gabrielle and that and all this other shit, and it got bad. It got to the point where it's like I felt like I was going to fucking church every Sunday, and I'm just like, no, I'm done with that shit. You know, I don't want to be preached at. I want to enjoy a really good, entertaining show, and it lost me there. So by season 9, season 10, I was like, I'm done. I stepped away from Supernatural altogether, you know, and I'm just like, I know, I've had my fill, I'm done. And same thing happened with X-Files. Like, you know, once they stepped away from Fox and Mulder and introduced the other people, I'm done. You know, the movies were great. I enjoyed the movies. The 2 movies were actually really, really good. But I'm just done. You know, I'm done. You know, you lost me as a fan. And that's what I'm applying here when it comes to the video games, right? You need to have a beginning, a middle, and an end. And either you're going to make one game like Condemned, and that's why Condemned is so fucking awesome, because I don't think there's a part 2 to it. And it's awesome, because as a standalone, that game is fucking phenomenal. It still scares the living shit out of me to this day when I go and play it. And that is a 360 game.
Speaking of games that scare us,
I'm trying to remember now. But anyway,
I want to play this
Condemned
game.
is fucking phenomenal.
I'll show you in a
minute.
minute.
They didn't go 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 and ruin it. You look at Dead or Alive. You look at Street Fighter. You look at actually Street Fighter fixed their shit with number 5. I'm good. I'm glad about that. But you look
they
at
definitely
Dead or
didn't fix their
Alive,
shit.
You look at you know, like beat 'em ups and fighting games. And
I want to play this.
Game, right? And eventually you're gonna lose your fan base.
So
because
basically, they made their own horror game.
Really, you've gotten stupid with it.
And I'm probably gonna pirate it.
With Halo.
Most likely, maybe.
I'm a fan of it, and we'll talk about Gears here too. We'll throw that in here too. I'm a fan of Halo.
Show you
Halo was
some
about
gameplay.
A satire, a spoof of making fun and poking fun at it, and knowing that you're doing it, of Starship Troopers. That's exactly what it was. It's crystal clear. It was always about Starship Troopers, right? And in Halo, it was about this one ring, and it was
this is the game. You basically walk around in the school.
And
you meet like Hololive people,
flood, and we get the brood,
like that sort of shit.
Other things that come into Halo, right? But it was all
I think it would be fun.
Whatever the fuck they're called, I can't think right now. Sorry, guys. And it was about, you know, Master Chief.
You gotta find shit and all that.
You know, teaming up together and taking on
the full-fledged game.
Guys and
I want to play that.
Out of the ring and getting rid of the
I also want to
evil.
play PT with
because we're gonna let them take us over.
With
but
a
Microsoft
with
realized
thingy.
they got a hit here.
What's it called?
And Bungie is in-house, which then turned to 343 Studios. So just keep that in mind here, right? So Bungie was in.
I want to play the PT trailer with Luke because I'm too shit scared to play it myself.
So they realized they got a great thing here, and they go and cash cow it, and they come up with 2 and 3. Still great games. I'm going to say that right now. I enjoy them. I still do. I go back to them with the Master Chief Collection. I enjoy them. But when they finally came up with Reach, I was like when they came up with 2 and 3, they started spanning it, and they go, now there's a gazillion rings out there, and I'm just like, okay, not cool. Like, this needs to come to an end, right? Like, you just don't want to open up a whole universe and go, oh my god, this is, or a whole cosmos and go, oh my god, this is, you know. No, because then there's no end to it. And then when I played Reach, the thing that I really appreciated and respected and loved about Reach, and why, out of all the Halo games, my most favorite one out of all of them is Reach by far, is because there was an end to it.
Want the replacement one though? Great, mate. You're the trash bin.
That's what they tell you in the story, right? This is how it began. It's actually how it ends. Because if you have a species that's far more superior than you, technology-wise, intelligence, and otherwise, you're going to get dominated, you're going to get decimated, you're going to be annihilated, and you're going to be extinct. Your species is going to be gone because it's replaced by a better species than you are. When you look at human beings, you look at our history, we've, like, you know, gone from Neanderthal man to, like, a bunch of other shit. I'm going to lose my video here. No! Oh, nice save. Fuck. Almost lost it there. Sometimes it just kicks out right away. One sec, guys. I had to make sure I wasn't going to get shocked, so I had to hold it far away from the plug, you know, because, like, yeah, it's one of those ones that's a flat plug, and I hate those things. So anyway, guys, where was I with that now, that thought process? Anyway, you kind of get where I'm going with this, right? The thing I like about Reach is that it ended. It actually had an ending. And then I'm like, I'm good. I bought 4, I bought 5, but I'm like, you guys don't get what Halo is about. And I'm just like done with it as a franchise. I'm totally done. I played 5, got my fill. I played 4, got my fill. But I'm going to say 1, 2, 3, and Reach I love. And anything outside of that I don't like. I don't like 4, and I definitely hate 5. I tremendously hate 5 with a passion. I don't even care about 6, which is Infinity, right? I could give a flying rat's ass about that shit. Because that shit now turns into Titanfall, where they're shooting shit out of their wrists, and they made it for multiplayer. They did. Think about it for a second. We're gonna throw in these game mechanics which totally ruin it. And that's another thing. Let's talk about the core mechanics here. Master Chief is not a guy that goes out there in his Spartans and shoots something that acts like a spider web and Spider-Man and pulls you towards that obstacle over there. And that's what Infinity does. They totally, not only in number 5 did they lose the idea of the storyline, and they lose the idea of Master Chief and Cortana teaming up against the real bad guys, but they turn Cortana into evil.
Listen, don't expect me to trash talk. I'm fucking bad at it.
But it gets worse because when you look at Infinity and you look at the trailers, I'm not ever buying
fucking
that
trash
shit
at it, bro.
Because now you're turning this fucking Spider-Man. Seriously. You shoot this thing out of your wrist and it
How's it going?
there,
You doing good?
We're worried about the multiplayer and I'm trying
You're
to
doing good.
than we are actually making
We're playing Outer Wilds, a game only I like.
Respects the franchise, and therein is your problem. Because the people that grew up playing Halo, like myself, right, and who enjoyed Halo right from the start, are not gonna like this new shit. And it is shit. Because you totally don't get it because now you've wrecked the core mechanics of it. So, let's talk about the core mechanics here. Graphically, when they came out with 5, they ruined it. Right? Absolutely 100%. Because I can't even recognize...
You're ruining it.
Grunt and Elite.
You're ruining it.
Right? And I should be able to do that right off the bat. So, graphically, they lost me. Audio, they lost me because they like to drown everything out with music. And you guys can say, but there's a settings there. Yeah, but the problem is also master volume. And the problem is master volume, no matter what you play, is going to control everything and overrule everything. And so therefore, it's still going to have the music drawing out everything. That's a fact. So then you have to put caches on. You have to try and catch them in time, right? I want to sit back and enjoy it. I want to sit back and enjoy the experience of the story. And that's a problem that I have with Microsoft now. Like, they've done that with Halo 1. They've wrecked it for me because of the music being way too loud. And I've shared that with you guys before. Now, I'll go back into the Halo games and I'll talk about that later, the Master Chief Collection. But the thing is, in 1, they really drowned out it, and it's like, I need to hear Cortana because I need to know where I need to go next. I don't even know where the fuck I'm supposed to be going. What the fuck am I supposed to be doing? Am I supposed to hold my ground here and have a standoff until help comes? Or like, what the hell am I supposed to do here? And that's what Cortana is so critical about. So crucial, right? So they're taking a wonderful franchise that I love, and they ruined it by the time they get to
You're ruining it.
And 5. And they run it into the ground with the wokeness of it. They run it into the ground with Cortana going in.
Call me literal trash for having any self-esteem. Yeah, welcome to my world, buddy.
Which is Master Chief and Cortana teaming up together to take on, the...
Welcome to my world. Welcome to my world.
Happens later on.
I get fucking called names every day.
And so, I
life
sucks. Feel that this should have been done as a 3-game cycle.
It's a V6.
Reach would be the ending of the whole thing, and we would get wiped out. Because let's be honest.
Not by me.
And
True.
Let's be truthful about this, okay? Our current conventional weapons.
I love you.
We start launching nukes into the air, and we're gonna have.
I'm in the mood for sausage, bro.
Fucking dead. So.
Should have bought a sausage at the store today. A big ass sausage.
So.
I could fucking munch on.
We wouldn't win. Because the other species would be way too.
I always run out of energy cell ammo.
Where we would be overwhelmed by numbers.
What tier? Well, me probably C tier, mate.
Outthought.
I don't need some fancy ass sausage that costs $5.
Technology. Because in order for them to get here, they gotta create wormholes. Or they have to not even be a biological species. They would have to be a technological species. And what I mean by that, they would have to be mechanical. Because they would have to travel X amount of distance. And I don't see them being a bio. I really don't. Us as human beings, we're starting to look at putting us into machines now. Literally. We can go into a robot now. We can go into
a robot.
Literally. They can transfer our consciousness, and we shouldn't be playing God like that. That's a separate video altogether, but I'm going to put that in here loosely because it does fit into this.
Why am I so fucking? Oh yeah, okay.
But anyway, everything.
I was about to say, why am I so hungry? But obviously, I've done fucking baseball today, so I'm obviously a little bit hungry, guys.
Is why Reach really rang so good for me. The thing I enjoyed about Reach was not
B-tier average. Hey, that sounds like a Black Mirror.
Believing this was the start.
Yeah, we should give you a tier rank for your overall stuff. Like, oh, if you're B tier, you're allowed to shop at this
so when I look at Reach,
store.
I go, there's my ending right there. It's like when I look at Star Wars, right?
Oh, mate, this is gonna be fun.
It ends with Return of the Jedi. Or if you want to go into the books, it ends with, Thrawn's trilogy, because Lucas sanctioned that as the actual ending. If you want the actual 9-part saga, go and read the Thrawn trilogy. Okay?
Want the 9-part saga?
It's true that the Thrawn trilogy is the end
The
of
Thrawn trilogy sucks ass.
I have it right in the hardcover.
Sorry.
I have it right there in the sleeve.
The comic book version of the Thrawn trilogy sucks ass. I can't say anything about the books.
My thing there, and Disney won't put that shit into their books, but I got it right in my hardcover. I can show it to you right here, right now. So anyway, besides that, I honestly think things should just be done in 3-part cycles, or if your TV show like in 3 seasons, because eventually you get to the point where it's just like,
oh, this is gonna be so much fun. I love killing people in video games.
You look at Supernatural,
especially with this fucking gun. This gun's fucking godlike, bro. Look at this shit.
CSI
Kill them all! Kill them fucking all! Ah!
Can we call it? And that's the thing that I gotta say, like about Netflix. The originals that they have going on.
Bro, Netflix going down the drain,
People are gonna be pissed when Squid Game comes to an end because they only do it in.
People IRL is pretty fun too. Never experienced it. You should introduce me.
Nope, we're done after season 3.
Killing spree.
Glow loved it. We're done after season 3. And that's what they do. And I think that that's a smart mechanic to have in play here. That everything has an ending. And you
nice
don't
aim.
Get tough. We're not coming with season 4, 5, 6. Then we're not going to milk it. We're done. We're moving on with a different project. And I think that's a smart idea here. And I think
Sam.
That that's what needs to be applied here. Because when you look at the Halo franchise, okay. You play Reach, and you've played the other.
I'm gonna get some food.
2, 3,
oh, I'm fucking hungry.
But you play Reach, and you realize.
Here, go listen to Wrexham.
Not the beginning.
Wrexham, my arsehole.
Wait, what am I looking again?
That's not something to be proud of, but good. It is.
It is decided with willfully attached friendship. Very victim types. What the fuck?
Or comprehension of gesture.
You are my BRB screen.
Gesture often?
No, I don't think so.
Entertain my viewers.
But no, I think he's mostly just sitting there.
Tuwu are my Tuwu and my view Tuwu. Alright, BRB. I'll be back in like a minute.
When he was doing a cooking video, and he was making a burger or something, and his arm got absolutely covered in grease.
Oh yeah.
And I was dying. Like, he did not care.
No.
Grease was dripping down his arm, like, and I don't know.
He was really proud. That's a greasy burger, because that's how he likes to make them. But
so messy.
I probably should have still stuck with Nova. I would have made this a little bit faster.
It just looked like a trail of diarrhea going out of his arms.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. That's something I noticed. That's something I noticed about people with autism, is that they're really messy like that. They don't care.
Yeah, you're right. If they don't fall into also having some kind of obsessive compulsive thing.
Oh, true.
They'll just wind up being super messy, because it's almost a utility thing.
Right.
There's no purpose in straightening up. If you're done with something, just throw it on the floor and move on.
Man.
Dirty crapped briefs and just chuck them.
There's only one thing I wish that would have stayed, was the insanely egregious amount of range that you could have had with Wukong's staff before they decided to take it down a notch.
If you would ever walk into
I
his
love that
apartment,
Wukong's
you would
staff
hit a
could have reached
wave
the entirety of this
stench.
map.
I felt
immediately.
deep inside.
It wasn't even like it actually
really
hit. It just stuck out. Long.
It's one of those things where something smells so bad you can taste
Hey,
it.
Lojack, how's it going?
It would be a weird body odor. It would be like a body odor, dirty laundry stink, but it would be really weird. There'd be something weird about it.
It would be funky.
I guarantee you 100% you would feel that.
The smoke smell.
It was craziest thing. I remember getting Wukong Prime just because of the staff. It wasn't even because he was actually good. It was just because of the staff.
Yeah.
It's hard.
Yeah, and smoke smell is bad, but it's even worse when it's combined with body odor. That's terrible.
I haven't had the pleasure.
No, you don't want to. No. Yeah, it's terrible. So I guarantee you that's what he smells like.
What does his breath smell like?
Oh man. Well, he doesn't brush his teeth.
But I do need to kind of learn up on the affinity, or not affinity, but the
some people. I can tell when they need to go to the dentist.
Narimon, Zarmon, Narimon, those things. I forget what they are.
Right.
Because like the dashes are gone. That's all I remember is that the old dashes are no longer like they're not as crazy as they used to be.
Something needs to be addressed in there because this really particular smell, we'll call it halitosis sometimes, will come out. And I wonder, in addition to having tobacco breath, he's got some kind of rot smell coming out of there.
Yeah, for sure. And it's not even hard to see with him.
No.
His teeth are turning brown. His teeth are literally turning brown. It's really disgusting. It's one of the easiest things he could do to improve his chances with women, but...
What monster are we talking about? King Cobra JFS. The guy right there on the screen. And that was a recent update.
Look,
recent update change actually. Oh, okay.
He's not really that bad looking. He's not like hideously.
I haven't played in a while, so when I saw that like this was the dash, I'm like, wait, what is that?
Like his short hair.
I can't just spam it like
so
crazy
much
now.
Better than the long, stringy.
Yes.
His short hair, his mustache.
They revamped the
actually
dash and
looks
also
kind
made
of
the
cool.
tail
I'm
much
not gonna
more
lie.
tanky and amps do much damage.
He has a decent facial structure. Like it's not terrible. It's not unredeemable. He just doesn't do anything to improve it, and it just gets worse.
I think that Clint really did give him some decent genes.
Bro, it's 11 o'clock already?
You know, when I agree with you on many fronts, and it's
GPM sneak this via the stream. Did he sneak this me?
To imagine him looking good and turning things around, but people can do it. With men, a good haircut and proper grooming can
brushing your teeth.
And brushing your teeth, having yes, getting correction if you have messed up teeth.
And you understand that if you played it, you know where I'm coming from here, right? And that's where I'm coming from with this in the end, is like that's my ending to the Halo saga. Now, let's talk about Gears of War. Gears of War 4 comes out, and I gotta replay this again to refresh my memory. But the thing is, Gears of War to me, again, going to the first game, a new, fresh IP. This is what I like. A new.
Oh, Juzzy, are you here?
And 1, 2, and 3 is all about.
I wanted to ask you if you're alive tomorrow at 3 p.m. my time.
Just like Halo was all about Master Chief, right? And what did they do by number 4? A whole different generation, a whole different group of new people, and you lost me because it's always been about Marcus. You see, this is why I say, like, Gao is more, easy to do as a trilogy than Halo.
Hey, these guys are easy as piss.
Reach in there. So you go Halo 1, 2, 3, but then you got to put Reach in there because you got to have an ending, right? With Gao 1, 2, and 3, we had our ending with Marcus, right? By the time we get to
I don't think I've ever heard anyone call Gears of War Gao.
And that's the thing I loved about that franchise, right? So then they go off and they bring Marcus into it to try and, you know what I mean? They do that cheesy.
So how's the Panic Man trolling going, Deceit? Have you trolled him yet?
Marcus is done. We got our ending in Gao 3. I'm good. And this is what the IPs need to do, is come to an end. I'm sick and tired of seeing Spider-Man in the movies being rehashed all the time. Do 1, 2, 3, and that's it, and just be done with it. Get past his fucking origin story. We've been done to death with that shit. Get past him in love with Mary Jane. Fucking kill her off already. It happened in the comic books, and I mean the OG shit, Stan Lee shit, not the fucking 2044 or whatever the fuck they got going on nowadays. Okay, I'm talking OG shit here. The bottom line
Kill
is,
everyone. No one is allowed out of here.
So when I look at Gal,
no Russian.
Marcus, you know, it was done by 3, and I loved it. As a
11 p.m. Juzzy time? Ooh.
It makes sense. Gal 4 does
what, 3 p.m. my time is 11 p.m. Juzzy time? Goddamn.
And so when it comes to Halo,
I thought it would be like 12 a.m. for him. Some shit.
I'm ending them by the time I'm done number 3. You know, if that makes sense. Because honestly, Halo is just another...
Yeah, because I want to
reminds me of
do the Gundam building tomorrow.
It's gotten ridiculous.
And Saturday. So I want to do an early stream, so I still have enough time for Outer Worlds, you know?
The fucking multiplayer. And it is the most hated Halo games out of all of them. When you look at it on Xbox and it's being reviewed on there, you see people's write-ups, you see the star ratings, and it's got like, what, 1.5, 1 3/4 stars? Like, that's not good out of 5. Out of, like, you know, like, how many people have played that? Like, a shitload, right? So you understand
you're not alive.
Problems here. And yeah, a lot of people disagree with it in terms of multiplayer, but also a lot of people disagree with it in terms of storytelling. Remember, Halo was always about storytelling.
No one is allowed to breathe.
It was always about storytelling. Always. You know?
Uh-huh.
And when it comes to these kind of games, you know what I'm saying? Like, when Halo first came out, Combat Evolved, it was about the story. That's why people loved it. The co-op is extra. The
hello, Clive. Goodbye, Clive.
It was an extra chunk to add to it to play with your friends. But at the end of the day, it was about storytelling. Just like Borderlands is about storytelling and that sort of thing. And Borderlands got ridiculous too by opening up too much. And I'm like, I'm done. I'm done. You know, like, you know, it's been overkill. You know, that's another franchise that needs to just call it quits. Honestly, it was Borderlands 2. We'll throw that in here too as well. Like, you know, these companies need to know when to put on the brakes, because once you start opening up these multiverses and all this other shit, and once you start going, like, you know, it's the whole fucking cosmos now, no. I didn't mind it being about the Vault Hunters going to...
Bodrag, I missed your fucking stream yesterday, bro. It was too late for me.
The same way I feel about Uncharted.
Feels bad,
1, 2, and 3 was fucking phenomenal.
I hope you had fun, though.
I love those games. But then it became woke with Uncharted 4, and then a Thieves' End, and this is how it ends? No. You know, Uncharted doesn't end with him becoming woke and becoming a simp and fucking marrying that chick and having kids. It ends with him dying in some fucking cave in some god-unforsaken country that no one knows about because he's in a
Eurocamp tonight, Lodrag.
He is not the kind of person
Eurocamp.
that lives to a ripe old age.
I'm watching Eurocamp
He's the kind
tonight.
of person that lives fast, dies young.
I finished the baseball anime.
James Bond is never going to live to a ripe old age. He dies in his 20s.
I'm only gonna watch season 1 though. I'll save season 2 and the movies for when I get back from the Netflix stuff.
It happens to that guy in Uncharted there. It's the same damn fucking thing. You know, and Uncharted pissed me off with number 4. And I hated number 4. I removed it off my hard drive. That's how much I hated it. I'll never play it again. I'll never recognize Uncharted 4. I go 1, 2, 3, and then I go, okay, you know what? He dies in some cave. Is how I
Trish found me, made me do the hood that shit, but I came back early street for a bit.
Yeah? He's not the kind of character to settle down and get married. That is a very woke fucking thing to do. And that is something I hate about Uncharted 4, is that they did that. And then his wife nags him halfway through the game and on, like in the second half of the game and on,
feels bad, man.
Follows him around
Many
and
such
says,
cases.
Watch your head, honey. He's like, oh,
I also have to do hood rat shit.
Excuse me, I've been doing this for 30
I do not have to do hood rat shit.
And I don't know.
I'm like the fucking whitest person you'll ever meet.
When it comes to the fucking overhang of some fucking dark cave, then I should have been dead in the first year of this, because I shouldn't be going on into, you know, 30 years later and still doing this kind of shit. I should have been dead a long time ago because I'm too fucking stupid to do this shit. Seriously, that is in the game. I'm not even fucking joking. She literally comes halfway across the world to come and see you, meets up with you, and goes splunking with you and tells you to watch.
Yeah, I'm taking a week break from Street Fighter, so if I stream tonight, it's either going to be retro games or Evil Dead. But we had a pretty good session of Evil Dead yesterday, so.
They're insulting to us, the gamer, that have actually religiously followed these.
So I got a bit of a problem. I'm drinking iced coffee and chocolate wafers, but I ran out of lactate. I gotta buy lactate again. I ran out. So, might not be a smart idea what I'm doing right now.
A fucking simp. And halfway through the game, his wife comes halfway across the world to nag him and go, watch your head. And he goes, well, thank you, honey.
Warning. Rock. Stuck in trap.
You know,
warning.
They don't get it, right? They don't get why The Last of Us Part 2 sucks.
Welcome back.
They don't get why, like, you know, Uncharted sucks, like, you know, number 4. They don't get why, you know, 4 and 5 and on with Halo suck. And they don't get, like, you know, Infinite, like, holy shit, everybody hates Infinite, you know, kind of thing, right? And they don't get why Gal 4 and on sucks, right? And so on. With everything.
Goddamn, how much milk are you drinking? Slow down.
They don't understand why Disney movies with Star Wars sucks.
I think it was 50 pills, and I've done like 2 weeks with 50 pills.
They're chasing the money.
Yeah.
And they don't understand.
Because you need to take them every 40. They last for 45 minutes, so. I wish they lasted the whole day, but you know.
Yes, that happened.
Yeah, I had like 50
in their so-called
lactate pills, 3,000 power, whatever.
And she knows the Force better than Luke does, and she can do no wrong, and she's perfect. And she has no training. None. Yet Princess Leia has the Force in her, just like Luke, and is equally as strong as Luke. And if you pay attention to the original trilogies, they say that in there, that she is like that. Yoda talks about it with Obi-Wan. There is one other, meaning Princess Leia. And they can go to Princess Leia and train her, but you need training. And Princess Leia just as much of the midichlorians as Luke does. Yes, she does. Pay attention. It's his sister. It's in the blood, literally. Why do you think Vader went dark side? It's in the blood. Anakin, right? It's in the blood. It is a Skywalker thing. But they still needed training. They needed training.
Yeah, I just slowly sip on the milk for 30 minutes
straight.
The bottom
line here is we have Rey, and Rey has no training, right?
It does work though, weirdly enough. Like I've actually had no fucking stomach issues since then. And my dentist actually looked at my teeth, right? And he said, "You have erosion." And I said, "Well, is it from like energy drinks or whatever?" He's like, "No, it's from the inside." I'm like, well, from the inside, yeah. It's like so basically what happens is apparently at night or some shit, my stomach acid or something erodes my teeth. I don't know how that works. But yeah, apparently that's what happens. So I got pills for that now too.
There's nothing to differentiate it from where we made something so.
And I said, he asked me like, "Do you have stomach issues?" I'm like, "Yeah, I kind of do. I got a fucking sensitive ass stomach. I probably have irritable bowel syndrome or some shit." And he said, "Well, you have a lot of stomach acid that comes up or some shit because your teeth are eroding." I'm like, "Okay, what can I do about it?" He's like, "Oh, well, there's a simple pill for it. You can just take this pill." And I'm like, "Okay."
It's a very loosely based
acid reflux. Yeah. The thing is though, isn't that weird to think? Like, isn't that weird to think about how at night my acid goes into my mouth? Like what? So what? I'm waterboarding myself? I'm fucking waterboarding myself at night? What? How does that fucking work? That sounds fucked up.
Story driven, literally, like The Last of Us with The Last of Us Part 2. Last of Us Part 2, people hated it, right? Halo, but then Halo 4, 5, and definitely 6, people hated, right?
I'm ready to shut this video off. It's so fucking boring.
When you look at movies and TV shows like that, you understand that eventually with TV shows, they lose touch with their characters. You know, they don't know where to end it. It's just like, we're just going to keep going.
Yeah, you know what fucked me up the most with baseball training? The warming up.
You know what, I'm done.
We had to run, not even the whole field. We didn't have to run the whole field. It was like a straight line from the field and back. I think it was like 500 meters, maybe. Nah, not 500 meters. Like 200, maybe. It fucked me up.
Last of Us Part 2 lost me because they
I gotta go back to cardio, bro.
Revenge game. It was all about that, and the way they disrespected Joel and how they killed him off was stupid. They didn't make any sense at all, right?
Damn.
And that's where I'm coming from here with all of this shit. Okay, so hopefully it makes sense, guys. Let's have a discussion down below if you want to talk about it. Tell me how you feel about these things. But I'm done with Halo. Halo for me ended with Reach, to be honest with you, because I think that's a perfect ending. I think we get wiped out by these guys. And Gears ended for me after the Marcus
I want to kill him,
which
but
is,
not yet.
Number 3, actually. You know, so I'm good there. So like I'm thinking, you know, when it comes to me playing other IP,
how long is this game?
It's going to be a trilogy, and that's it.
It's all right, but it doesn't have the same feeling as Fallout.
I love the first one.
I'm not invested in these characters.
I really, really enjoyed the hell out of that one. But I gotta tell you, I hate the second one with a passion. And so I don't believe in supporting shit that, you know, I don't like, that I despise. You know, Borderlands went the same way too. They just went too far with it. You know,
I fucking despise Borderlands. It's too spongy. It's too bullet spongy. Even though this one's bullet spongy, it ain't as bullet spongy as that one. Holy fuck, Borderlands suck.
We just
fucking purple fucking ass guns. Oh, here's the purple gun. Oh, you want something better than the purple gun? Here's an orange gun. Fucking hate that fucking genre of games.
Have a beginning, middle, and an end. Otherwise, you're going to lose the continuity. You're going to lose the context. You're going to lose the characters.
Since then, many have asked me why.
See, the thing I love about Alan Wake, they never made a part 2 to it. Alan Wake is fucking phenomenal. Condemned. They didn't make a part 2 to it. There's a lot of games I really fucking enjoyed because they didn't make a part 2. Land of the Dead, George A. Romero's Land of the Dead, the one that was on the OG Xbox, right? Remember that one? You know, and there's a bunch of games that I can mention like that. And then there's a bunch of arcade games that I enjoyed, like Galaga, Dig Dug, and Pac-Man and shit like that. But they made a ton of shit of that. But they didn't with Galaga, and they didn't with what was that other one there that I mentioned that they didn't do? Dig Dug? No, they did make a bunch of those. Anyway, Galaga they never did, right? You know, that's an arcade game. There are some beat 'em ups that they don't, you know, do a sequel to. There are some fighting games that they don't, and they just leave it. Like Teo Fang, one of my favorite, you know, fighting games. You know, Mortal Kombat. I recognize the trilogy, and then outside of that, forget it. And there's another great game to mention.
So he killed people.
Movie franchise before I wrap
he killed the MSI people because they were gonna take his colonists away, and he needed the colonists for this fucking weird ass iconoclast.
And it should be
that's pretty fucked up.
Who overrules Shao Kahn.
Also,
Shao Kahn's a fucking pussy compared to Shang Tsung. Can you imagine a
can you guys help me out?
Morph into any kind of character they want to?
I wanna reset my PC,
that
right?
Is the ultimate character right there.
But
Not some fucking warlord wannabe, because Shang Tsung can be that guy.
I want to reset my PC, right? Because it has some issues. It has some weird. It has some weird fucking things, right?
Video games ended with 1, 2, and 3. The movies ended with Annihilation. Not
and
that that came out.
I need to find the save games of the games we're playing and the games we.
Okay, if they're not going to wrap it up for me.
Yeah, the games we're playing
and so that's where
the
the reason why, just really quick,
Romancing Saga 2 save game.
The reason why I like Annihilation is
or free, sorry, 2 is gone actually.
You know, we finally got an ending.
So yeah,
you know, Johnny Cage is dead. Sonya Blade is dead. All these characters die, and then we get our ending. And that's why I like Annihilation, because it actually did wrap up.
Bro, what kind of drugs you got? Share them.
Why? Because everybody's fucking dead. We got our ending. And if
fucking share them, you cunt.
I understand.
Cunt. Fucking share them. Fucking share it, cunt.
Because we got an ending.
Fucking share.
So watch it. Go and watch it. You understand why I like
Heineken. Ooh, I love piss beer. Oh, man, I love fucking warm piss water in my mouth.
Katana, Melina, you know. They're just like, holy fuck, I like those characters. They're dead. Jesus Christ, this is intense. And it was. It knew what it wanted to do, and it did it extremely well. And I gotta do a movie.
Ambien and Adderall. Mate, I could use Adderall. Imagine how good I was at fucking Street Fighter if I had Adderall. Holy fuck.
I was like, where's 3?
I would be godlike, bro. I would actually be godlike.
And that was smart. Now we got this new breed coming out.
Imagine me thinking 6 moves ahead.
No.
Oh shit, I got Adderall. I'm fucking smart as shit now. I'm fucking. What, you're doing an anti-air? Mate, I've already pressed the anti-air button. What do you mean? What do you mean? I've already pressed the anti-air button. What do you mean?
2021, right? I think that's when it came out. So I'm just like, yeah, no, I'm not feeling it. So that's just my thoughts, my opinions about things there, guys. And I'm sure.
I know, out of all Dutch beers, Heineken is the most American.
You know, things need to end with trilogy.
Yeah,
like,
kom eraan.
No more than 3. So anyway,
You should try Bavaria or Amstel, something like that.
Bye for now.
Way better. But I guess it makes sense that you guys like Heineken because it's made for Americans, basically. It's like it's product. Heineken gets sold more in America than in the Netherlands because the Netherlands kind of find it, you know, bad beer. Like it isn't hoppy as we like it to be. The pharmaceutical speedball. Let's give you discomfort and anxiety. Wait, fucking Street Fighter gives me discomfort and anxiety. It doesn't fucking matter. I wonder if I can buy Adderall online. The GPM Adderall streams. Let's fucking go. Imagine how much fucking work I could get done. I would build a video game in one day. I do need to go eat real quick. Because me dad's heard me talk about me being hungry. I might take you guys with me, maybe. Nah, probably not. It's literally just a fucking sausage. Eh! No, that's super elite. Nah, it's not. Shut up. It's over-the-counter pills. Trust me. I'll kill that guy, and then I'll be RB again. I'll be RB again. Oh man. Let's go eat with Papa GPM. Fine, we'll do it. We'll fucking do it. We'll fucking do it then. I'll fucking do it then, you cunt. I can't believe I'm doing this. What the fuck's wrong with me today? I'm in a good mood, I guess. Tell him Hitler did nothing wrong. Yeah, he didn't. He shot himself. Big up Schwanwick, 1893. How's it going? I'm fucking autistic as shit right now because I had a coffee. I mean, Hitler did a few things wrong. Like he didn't, you know, he fucked up. He fucked up killing the Jews. You know, he didn't kill them all. You know, he did fuck up. Tell him Hitler tried his best. Yeah, Hitler tried his fucking best. Fucking hell. Alright, we live. Don't worry, stay in the stream chat. Stay in Restream, in Trovo. We'll fucking do it like this. Hello. I ain't got my tripod with me, so we're gonna have to walk down like this. Shirtless to see the fucking hell. I almost fell there. Gonna have to. Ik ben jou niet aan het filmen. Ik ben zelf aan het filmen. Dat is de kern van de zaak. En omdat de Roos niet meer kunnen indexeren. Het gekke is, de ochtendkrant. Dat is geen Wilde jij erin? Nou niet. Maar goed. Had ik een curry? Nee, daar is het niet met curry, man. En we haalden eten met curry. De frikandellen speciaal, dan moeten we dat doen, maar niet mee. Nee, we gaan curry vatten. We're gonna get curry. Oei. Need this. Wat hallo zeggen tegen de mensen? Lekker hè? Lekker man. Hallo papa GPM. Dat is lekker, frikandelleke. Frikandelleke? I don't think The air conditioner is there. Even eten.
Dus jullie komen eigenlijk meer op voor anderen dan voor jezelf.
Oh ja, ze zijn klaar. Dat zijn de mensen die mee kijken. Ja, op zich, ik moet zeggen, grill ziet er wel een beetje beter uit. Maar
dat is op dit moment al veel minder, maar dat beseffen werken.
Well, this ain't a sausage, it's more frikandel. Well, it is a sausage, I suppose. It's basically the waste food gets turned into the sausage like this.
Dan ze er een jaarlijkse pensioenopbouw bij krijgen. Jongens, jullie moeten naar binnen volgens mij. Zijn jullie hoopvol gestemd? Ja, dat is wel even. Maar het is erg dat onder het max.
I can't let my wife see it, she might leave me.
Vertegenwoordigen, terwijl je eigen vakman eigenlijk niet goed doet.
Kom maar dan. Kom maar.
Om Willem van Oranje nog te citeren, je hoeft niet te hopen om toch te volharden.
Dat is wel een filosoof, die mens.
Yeah, this is air fried. We threw away our fryer, so this is all air fried.
Een demonstratie eind februari in Utrecht. De inflatie is sinds 2008 zo'n 25%. En de pensioenen?
Wilt u ook kort even zeggen wie u bent en van welke organisatie? Wilma Berghaven voor de Nederlandse Bond van Pensioenbelangen. Uit Samen voor een Eerlijk Pensioen. En wij staan voor uw AOW en aanvullend pensioen. De pensioenen zijn al 14 jaar voor de meesten niet geïndexeerd.
Yeah, the air fry is pretty good. It takes like 20 minutes longer, but it's pretty good.
En de rendementen. Het is echt grote schande. En ik vraag me af, blijven wij dit pikken? Oké, want anders komt er in dit land de grote grijze...
Fat Luna waddling in.
Het is een breed gedeeld gevoel onder gepensioneerden. Het gaat niet.
She lost a lot of weight.
Werkenden gaan erop vooruit, gepensioneerden niet. Maar klopt dat gevoel? De CBS koopkrachtcijfers stellen dat tussen 2008 en 2021
Wil het niet?
de koopkracht van werkenden met 26,2% steeg. De koopkracht van gepensioneerden daalde.
Wil dit niet?
3,2%.
Pakken. Afpakken.
Ik ga naar boven.
Oh.
Ga je mee, schat?
Nog niet.
Wat?
Ja.
Waar gaat het mee?
Ja. Op de pensioendemonstratie ontmoeten we deze vrachtwagenchauffeur. 57 jaar. Hij is een van de miljoenen werknemers die dus zijn koopkracht zag stijgen.
Homemade french fries? I want to do that one day.
Die daalde de afgelopen jaren. Werkende Nederlanders lijden in hun pensioenopbouw.
Is het wel niet? Ja.
Lekker eten. Ja, doe maar lekker op in. Ga lekker de schoon pakken. Ja. Maar hij heeft iets gehoord, hè? Het baasje naar boven gaat.
Naar boven?
Het baasje gaat lekker met slapen, hè?
De tank is leeg. De tank is nu leeg. Helemaal leeg. Ja, die is hartstikke leeg.
Right, I'm gonna go upstairs too. But by the looks of it, I might have to go downstairs.
Dan moet je beneden.
Ja, dat zit toch wel nabij de 60 uur op een maand. Vroeger was het veel meer, maar met 60 uur zit je wel een beetje aan de minuut. Kan je wel eens overuren maken?
Ben je aan het kijken? Ze hebben zijn pasje gevonden.
Heb je het nodig? Klopt voor het basissalaris.
Ze hebben.
Je bent ook niet op de foto. En wat je hier ziet is mijn chat. Dit is mijn chat, pap.
Ja, dat weet ik.
Ja, die zagen... Ask your dad why the holodomer was necessary.
What?
The holodomer. No idea what it is. Holodomer. Did they mean the Holocaust, maybe?
Nee, de Holocaust niet. Maar zeg maar tegen ze dat je...
Ja, wat zegt het is?
You have to speak good English.
Good English?
Not.
But Dad, they're American. They're American. They can't talk English.
Oh nee, dat klopt. Dat zijn de mensen die... Dat zijn de geloofsfundamentalisten die wij hier weggejaagd hebben.
Yeah. And this is my room. fucking slept with this thing for 3 days because it's too hot for anything else. Air fan. Fucking little shoes. Loads of pills. You want to see my pills? Fucking look at it. Look at this shit. Fucking bucket full. And for low drag. Hello. If no air conditioner. Oh no, no air conditioner upstairs. Next year we'll have it upstairs. Next year. Alright. Yeah, we got rid of the deep fryer, and I gotta say, I tested it out a few days ago, and it was good. It was good. It really does. It does what it does wonders for your fucking stomach. Who knew deep fat frying stuff would be bad for your stomach? Okay. Well, we'll play a little bit more until my mom comes upstairs. She wasn't happy with me filming it, though. I didn't film her on purpose, because I know she doesn't like being filmed. See, my dad, he doesn't care. My dad is a G, as they say. Like how they didn't tell people smoking was bad. I don't think deep fry is that bad. It's just we used to do it like every week or so, like on a Friday, and I kind of feel like it's a bit too much for it all. It's a Dutch thing, like we eat French fries every week, and then those sausages with it, and then some other snacks. It's a Dutch thing. It's weird. Oh, the Belgians do it too, but Belgians are basically just knockoff fucking Dutch. You guys heard of Belgian fries, right? The one in the fucking yeah, Belgian fries. Here, look. Look at this shit. Ah, Belgian fries, big ass fucking fries. Fucking in a sack, in a sack. I think my mom just thinks the whole streaming is ridiculous, which I can understand. It is. I mean, some people would say it's a waste of time, but for me, it's a way to socialize with people. So, my dad just said I can't talk to normal people, so I have to stream instead. So he's a dickhead. Dad, you're a dickhead. And then this is what we had today. We had the air fried, so they looked a bit different, but this is how they're supposed to look in the deep fryer. Yeah, so this title, and then you got a croquette as well. Croquette, like croquette, you know, potato croquette. Yeah, basically it's kind of like that, but then there's goulash inside of it, or no, sorry, mince beef stuff. It's basically just, yeah, it's like mince pie, basically. Dad, if I want to get better at catching, I might have to buy 2 gloves, and you have to play catch with me. Do you want to play catch with me? Feels bad, man. My dad never wants to play catch with me. It was like this when he was young, when I was younger as well. He's like, I don't want to play with a ball. I want to play with trains, and you know, I played with trains instead. Yeah, this is like what we eat. Fucking, maybe we can watch a video on it. Mukbang. Mukbang. Okay, look at these dudes. 30 kilos of french fries. I bet you don't even eat it. I bet you don't even fucking eat it all. Oh, look at that. You haven't even eaten half of it. You suck. You suck. How the fuck do you have 2 million views? Feels Batman. Dad gave up on this son. At least he has his good sons, Guido. Zeg that you gave up on me and you got a good son called Guido. You got 3 idiots. Let's have a look at this chick. I like how she's like scantily clothed.
Temperaturen. Kleine self-love reminders op te schrijven.
How the fuck does she take 18 minutes to eat this? I could rape that in 10 minutes.
Vandaag dat ik aan het werk ben en hoe leuk dit ook is. Dit is wel gewoon filmen en heel veel klaarzetten en
Fucking hate Dutch people.
Nog echt een opleiding.
I despise Dutch people.
Je zit echt elke keer tussen een paar zinnen door die ik zeg vet.
Get 7.7k views. Why? What's so special about you? It's because you're a woman. I bet it's because you're a woman. Ooh, I'm a semi-attracted lady. I get views. Yeah. Sushi mukbang. God damn it. This bitch. Ja, er maar over praten. Ze zit op YouTube. I don't know. I don't know her. It's all about Leonie. 58 subscribers. Yeah, I only have 28. So, what you got? What you got, bitch? Fat bitch. Fucking fat cunt. Oh, look at me. I'm fucking eating. Ooh. Oh, I make fucking 70k views just eating. Not jealous. Look at this fat bitch. No wonder she wears baggy clothing. She's probably fat as fuck. Except for eating all that food. I know I do. Alright, enough dilly-dallying. Yeah, we'll go downstairs soon, and I'll play something. Really date one. I haven't even dated. I have not even dated a woman yet. I am, as my dad says, undateable.
Good news, customer. Hey, a shipwreck. Wonder if we'll find any bodies moldering in there.
Neutralize and sanitize.
That's working, boss.
Yeah, I would be a bad mukbanger. I ate those 2 sausages in like what? 4 minutes? If that. Oh, I got one of those too, buddy. For it. Bam! Oh, I missed. Oh, I didn't miss. Oh, I missed. Oh, I didn't miss. Wait for it.
Nobody messes with you, boss.
No, leak. Yeah. My dad is always brutally honest with me. That's what I like about him. I hope not.
Dust accumulation analysis. 10 years.
Yeah, I don't care about the lore of this game. That's the thing. Like, I think this game is worse than Fallout because, at least in Fallout, I'm interested in reading the messages and stuff. But over here, I'm not. I'm actually just not. I don't care. Give me a mission, and I'll do it.
Proximity alert. Biology human.
Please stop.
Protocol,
Do not call Goon Daddy.
Present your Rizzo identification credentials or prepare to be downsized.
And you're confirmed.
Attempting to disenpriming.
Bunker assessment. Overdue for cleaning. Initiating.
Checking internal calendar. Last clean.
SAM units are not board certified to sanitize wounds and or perform medical.
No, I like the story.
Emergency.
Like the main story I like. It's just, you know, the little messages in terminals and stuff. I don't read those.
Petrifying purple berry. Please use caution.
If you get what I'm saying, like in Fallout, I always read the little messages and stuff, you know. But over here, I'm just like, yeah, I don't. Like usually, it's just someone like, oh, there's a Mantisaur inside of our building. Okay, you know. Lifetimes. Wait, is Goon here? Goon always lurks now. I never know if he's here. I have to fucking get a cast stay safe thing. Big ups Goon. Big ups Goon. You missed the mukbang. The mukbang with Daddy and Daddy Vandas. Alright, so there's manticores inside the building. But yeah, like this is what I mean, this sort of shit. Like I don't read this stuff. Like fucking don't care. I don't care. I actually don't care. I like the main story though, you know, fucking like just now killing that Borscht guy, that was fun. Also, according to Softbee, I'm in chapter 3. And I think there's 7 chapters. I did not look it up. I think there's 7 chapters in Pathfinder. So we're quarter to the halfway there, boys. Some egg roll. Look at the thing with barbecue sauce. It's called a frikandel and it was curry sauce. I'm not a savage. I don't eat barbecue sauce. Barbecue sauce is disgusting. It only works on pizzas. Barbecue sauce itself is too sweet. Yeah, tomorrow you might get an impromptu Gundam stream at like 4 PM my time. So, well, that is if my dad wakes me up in the right time.
Yeah, boss?
Barbecue on pizza. It works to an extent. If it's not too sweet, the whole thing with barbecue sauce, in my opinion, it's too sweet. So it needs to be mild enough, or the toppings need to balance it out. That's how I like my stuff. I will give this game props. You can upgrade any weapon you find with money, and it becomes a fucking powerful ass weapon. Lagoon, were you here when I told people about the baseball training, or do I need to repeat it? Wake you up by screaming everything he hates about you into your ear. No, he just goes, Peter, wake up, and then I never wake up because I literally have a problem sleeping. I sleep too much. I sleep too goddamn much. You can repeat it? Alright, I went there, nervous as fuck. My heart rate was going crazy. Because I am scared of, I'm scared of fucking new people, I guess. Went there. There was only 4 people there. It was rainy-ass weather, a little bit. And it's summer vacation, apparently, so there weren't a lot of people there. But there were, like, 4 people there. Me, the coach, and two players. And, we done warming up, which is, like, it wasn't even that bad. It was just basically, like, run a straight line from the field and back. So that was, that was fucking intense. I was out of breath. Then I done catching practice with the coach, and I sucked at it. Out of the like 100 balls he threw, or 50 balls, whatever, I caught 6. I caught 6 balls. I sucked at it. So then we went to do batting practice, and the coach was the pitcher basically, and we went in turns, the 3 of us, and they gave me some pointers and stuff, and I hit quite a few of them. Like at least every turn I hit at least 3 of them. Most of them were fouls, some of them were pop-ups, and some of them went like straight down the field. So I guess you could call them RBIs, but you know, it's. I think, realistically, I think the coach threw me the balls. You know, like he knows how to pitch. He knows how to fucking make it hit the bat. He knows how to fucking, you know, pitch so you hit him. So I have a feeling he fucking took it easy on me, but yeah, that's fine. The other 2 said I was doing pretty good for my first time batting, but I don't believe that. I think that's just a compliment. Yeah, that was the end of the training. It was like an hour. It was fun. You wear your patient baptism shirt? No. Couldn't catch a ball with a glove? Yeah, I couldn't. Alright, hang on. So, what happened was, right? What happened was... First of all, throwing the ball was trash, right? Throwing the ball was actual trash. So I had the ball, had a fucking rented, not a rented glove, but a glove from someone else. So it was tiny, like it was up to here. Like I couldn't pull it backwards more, so it was up to here. And they basically you got to do it like that, right? Like a fucking duck motion, like this basically. So every time I had the ball in my glove, I felt it, and then I wanted to close it, right? That's what I wanted to do. But then after the training, they said, you gotta just catch it and then do not close it, because then it falls out of your glove or some shit. So, yeah, I was just terrible at that. I caught a few. It's better if you do it like this. Like, if this is to your glove, put your hand behind it. That helps a little bit to guide it. But, like, following the ball was, a bit hard. But, you know. That's, that is, what happened. Yeah. I suck at catching. Maybe that's, you know, maybe that's just a weird thing, because I think every American knows how to catch a ball, because you guys catch balls with, like, as a sport or as a pastime, but we don't really do that here. Yeah, nah, I'm gonna buy a glove. I'm not gonna buy a bat. Like, I'm not gonna buy a bat. Fuck that shit. But I'll buy my own glove. Me and my dad will go to Decathlon, which is the sport shop here, and I'll try on some gloves. But yeah, I had a lot of fun, and now they have 3 weeks vacation because it's the summer. So I literally arrived at the wrong time. Like literally there was 4 people there, but I don't mind that. I don't mind. I got to know 4 people instead of like fucking 16.
Nice going, boss. Looks like it's working.
Yeah. I should lie more? Why? Anyways, yeah, I had a lot of fun. I am kind of tired. I'm not gonna lie to you. I didn't think an hour of batting and catching and warming up would make me tired, but it did. I'm just glad I've done it, because a half hour before I went, I was kind of nervous, like very nervous, like Panic Man sort of nervous. Like more nervous for that than the dentist. And it's just because, you know, the way my autism works, if I can't visualize something, I get very scared of it. So
Hey,
I didn't know what to expect from the from the people. You know, I didn't know who was gonna be there. I didn't know what the fuck there was. So I was very fucking nervous.
Get up! Come on!
Yeah. Yeah, it sucks. Well, there is batting cages, but there's one in Enschede and one in Amsterdam. So if I want to do a batting cage, I'll have to ask my mom to like actually drive me there or some shit. You know, it's a fucking trek and a half. It's not like it's a half hour away. Like it's far away. I don't know if my dad knows, but Enschede is like what, 20 minutes, 30 minutes? I think my dad's already sleeping. Let's have a look. I think it was Enschede. Yeah. Well, he did help a little bit, but I think the coach because the coach I had contact with wasn't there. This guy was called Jeroen, which isn't technically the coach apparently, so he didn't really say too much or told me how to do stuff. Like he said, put my left foot forward when I throw the ball, and I gotta make like a 360 motion when I fucking throw the ball, but it's all kind of tough. Like, I see it a lot on fucking baseball, but it's kind of fucking tough. Shut the fuck up. Let's see. Yeah, I looked it up. Hang on. So, pretty sure, right? There's one in Rotterdam, which is quite far away. Hang on. First, let's see if they actually have it, right? So, the BP Sports Center is the best one, right? That's the big one, right? You got batting cages, you got all that sort of stuff. But it's in Amsterdam, which is if I'm not mistaken, an hour and a half, 2.5 hours away. You know, you don't just go to Amsterdam, like it's not, you know, fucking 8 hours, what? Yeah, like an hour and 30 minutes, which isn't that far, but for, like, let's say I want to go with train, right? Let's say I want to go with train, that's, well, okay, that's, what? Well, that ain't right. It's not 7 hours for the train. Oh, that's a bus, in it. Yeah, that's bus. No, it's not. What the fuck? How the fuck? How is it 7 hours? Oh, it's because it's at night. Yeah, okay, sorry. Fucking, I don't know, like fucking give me fucking tomorrow. Tomorrow at like fucking 1400. Right? So it's like 3 hours with the train, which isn't too bad, but then you gotta go 3 hours back for a little bit of batting cages. I left my dudes in 7-0. Nice. Rotterdam was a good Counter-Strike level. But yeah, this is the big one. I would love to go there one day and stream it. I would actually love to do that. Maybe one day. Anyways, then you have Indoor Batting by Storks, which is in Leiden, which is far away, which is Den Haag. Pretty far away, I would say. I would say that's pretty far away. That's yeah, that's quite far. That's what? That's what, an hour and 42? Yeah, see, it's all near Rotterdam fucking stuff. Like this, like I'm not saying I live in a farm area, but like actual American stuff, Americanized stuff is all in the newer cities, basically. So that one's out of the question. I think this one is just buying them. Yeah, nah, not happening. And they got this one, which is in Enschede, which might be the closest. Maybe. Might be the closest. Let's see. Never mind, it's just as far away. Holy fuck, I thought it was over here somewhere. Yeah, that everything is like 2 hours away. It's kind of insane. I don't have my own car, just so you know. I don't have my own car, so I'll have to go there with like fucking train. Sucks. Like 3 hours. 3 hours for fucking Enschede. Come on. Yeah, it is what it is. And I don't think I've seen anywhere else. I could try. I don't think there's any batting cages. Really. Nah, it's all like that sort of stuff. Yeah, nah. There's literally nothing. There's nothing there. So yeah, we'll have to go to Amsterdam one day to do that, which sucks. Yeah, big ups. Okay, back to the game. Yeah, that's I guess that's the culture shock, right? Like we don't really do baseball that much here. That definitely not batting cages stuff. Which, you know, sucks. Low-key sucks.
It's a mess.
Eyes up, boss. We're rambling into the jaws of danger.
Yeah, Goon, I saw you finish Voice of Cards. I looked on Steam and a lot of people say the game is ass. So you're not the only one who said the game was ass. But I think you didn't like the story, right? I was half fucking listening because I was lurking, as they say, because I didn't want to be a bother.
Can we do that again?
Lifetime Metro Pass, really? We have something like that over here. We have like something called Daluren, which is like on the non-rush rush hours or something. Like, you know how like 9 a.m. people go to work? That's a rush hour, I suppose. If you go on non-rush non-hours that people don't use, you can go with the train for free for like $20 a month. Pretty good deal, I suppose. Out of my car because of petrol cost. Oh yeah. Trains are very viable here. If I ever need to go somewhere, I'll go with train. Especially nowadays. But you know, it takes 2 hours to get to Amsterdam, which isn't too bad, I suppose. Like realistically, you could do it like this. You can make a day of Amsterdam and go to the batting cages, I suppose. But you know, two hours for an hour practice in the batting cages is, you know, a bit fucking insane. For a $30 game. Yeah, I think he started it like today, right? And then he fucking finished it. It was like an 8-hour stream. It was insane. Yeah, and there's another one, another Voice of Cards that is overwhelmingly positive apparently. So maybe that one's better. Who knows? I couldn't play a card game for 8 hours straight, though. I'll tell you that much. Whoa.
Resuming
You like the first one better? Yeah. It's kind of insane though that they, like, I remember when it came out, and like a month later the fucking second one came out. It was kind of like a bit rushed by my fucking liking. 5 minutes from the rail. Runs 24/7 every 50 minutes. Really 5-minute walk from there. Nice. Yeah, over here the trains run until like 1 AM at night. So you can basically use that for almost anything. And they start up at 6 AM again, so it's literally just a 4-hour downtime. That's how I got into Elton John with the train. It was, you know, I'm not saying they're the fastest things in the world, because they're not. You know, like going to anywhere is like 2 hours, an hour and a half. But compared to like traffic jams, and I think it only cuts it off in half. Like sometimes it's even, like it says, oh, it's an hour and 30 minutes, right, with the car, but that doesn't include traffic jams and stuff. You want to go to Amsterdam, you're gonna have traffic jams. So it's probably a whole lot easier to just go via thingy. Wait, am I done in this planet or not? I am definitely not. Am I a Devil Speak? I am not a Devil Speak. And let's do the Ajahn Sanjay thing first. Cannot fast travel when hostiles are nearby. Yeah, tomorrow, if I don't fall asleep, or if I wake up early, a blessing and a half. We'll do Gundam. We'll do Gundam for a few hours, and then we'll switch to Outer Worlds, I think. I don't know, maybe we'll switch to fucking Pathfinder. I'm enjoying Pathfinder a lot. And I'm guessing there's a whole lot to do that I haven't done yet. I just wonder if there's a timer. If there's a, can I just fucking roam around on in my free time without having a fucking existential crisis? Various top 10 people in Texas. Yeah, same with Chenzo. Why do these dudes have names? Oh, sorry. I thought you were an enemy. I wonder what game is harder. Darkest Dungeons or Pathfinder? Because Pathfinder so far, the meta is buffing. Just buff your fucking people. You should be fine, kind of. It's still RNG, like it's still very RNG. And people say Baldur's Gate is the same. I thought Baldur's Gate was just a fun little game where you hit the weapon and you can hit people and it doesn't miss, but apparently it misses. So I don't know if I'll ever play Baldur's Gate. I like the aesthetic of it and the whole D&D shit of it, but if it's as convoluted as fucking Pathfinder, ooh, I don't know. Well, maybe, I don't know. Like, you know, if I get used to Pathfinder, I wouldn't mind those games, should I? Also, sorry for talking a lot. I don't know what's wrong with me. Probably the caffeine, most likely. Pathfinder is easy? Is it? I've heard from multiple people that I can't play it because it's quote-unquote hard as fuck. It's not a game for GPM, as they say. I don't know, Darkest Dungeons seems evil. Like, Darkest Dungeons seems, no matter what you do, no matter how well prepared you are, one RNG and you're fucked. Yeah, why are you talking to your audience while she streams? I don't know. Because I like you guys, I suppose.
Be careful with your new friends and out. Anyway, Then it's good that I keep such meticulous notes. I've asked myself the same thing many times, especially seeing as the legal mechanisms we employed were part... Not intentionally, though that's technically true. For many years, this planet was home to as many corporations as Terra 2, but back then it was known as Terra 1. As you may have noticed, this planet has more than its share of hazards. And as the other corporations began to tally their losses, they decided to pull out. Our leadership at the time certainly wanted to, but there were others of us who saw an opportunity. The chance to improve working hours and conditions, to reform MSI from the ground up. It's humane, but it's also good business sense. Exhausted, sick, and malnourished workers are not productive workers. Even a cursory review of the data bears that out.
Darkest Dungeon just reminds me of like
in the corporate bylaws that would allow MSI to claim ownership of the entire planet once the
I'm doing a run. Oh no, something bad happened in this run. Reload.
To enact these new reforms.
Like, I don't know, it just seems like some RNG shit. And I don't mind RNG shit, but sometimes it feels like the RNG is just there to piss you off more than anything.
No, they laughed in our faces and insisted we'd be In a manner of speaking, many of us stayed behind in an act of quiet but firm defiance. As the most senior executive remaining, I ended up in charge of what was left. I moved forward with our plan, yet not long after I renamed it Monarch, the other corporations dislodged us from the board and began an official campaign to paint us as lawless savages.
And the board sounds like asshole.
But we weren't trying to. Everything we did was legal and above board. We followed their rules. And yet they still found reasons to declare us outlaws.
Welcome to the fucking
first
board.
Mistake was expecting the board to cut you a fair deal.
I understand the sentiment, but if we can't rely on some sort of framework, then what do we have? I do think there's something useful in a governing body like the board. Something that keeps us from anarchy. Why wouldn't anyone? They own nearly all the resources and infrastructure in Halcyon.
Yeah, and once you go back to him, he'll own your dignity too.
Felix is such a little bitch.
To be on the board is to be part of the colonial community. I'm not a man to put pride before progress. If membership on the board can ease our hardships and provide us with opportunities, then that's the path I mean to pursue. Besides, I'm hopeful that additional leverage on our part will allow us a more equitable relationship. Indeed. I've discovered it's much easier to negotiate from a position of power. And I don't mean to leave MSI or its people at a disadvantage. My hope is to maintain the reforms we've managed here, and who knows? Perhaps once we're restored, we could spread them to other corporations. It's a legal provision that gives the board the authority to cordon off any planet or location that it deems dangerous.
Sounds like the board gave themselves the power to arrest an entire planet.
They would say it's for the greater good.
The greater good.
Yes, making all of MSI criminals in the board's eyes. Rather hard to run a business that way. What can I do? Excellent timing on your part. I worked my fingers to nubs, but I've finally completed the Bolt 52 form. I dare say it will be my second.
You're getting ahead of yourself again.
So I am. I'm working on a plan to reorganize the board. Slowly, peacefully, and with meticulous documentation.
My plan's better.
Oh, what's your plan?
We skip all the paperwork and reorganize the board quick and violent like.
A so-called hostile takeover. A daring notion, but often an expensive one, and fraught with unforeseen consequences. But truly, I am getting ahead of... That seems unnecessarily complicated.
It's actually very funny, sir.
Now I'm confused. Do you have evidence against UDL or not? I knew there was something going on. This is exactly the proof we need. The board will have to welcome us back now. I'll transmit this data along with the completed Bolt 52 right...
That means no more broadcasts from us.
Oh. Wait, is that it? Is that it? Is that all there is to it?
Oh, you've given us... Anyway?
Yeah. That's it. What do you guys want to see downstairs, by the way? To be fair, I say downstairs. It's literally almost ending time. I don't know if I can do a downstairs stream without it being like 40 minutes long. Where's the cellar here?
Smells like rat in here.
Boom, 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 boom. Oh. She's a potential companion, huh?
Something else I can do for you?
Ew. And the vermin things do a lot of damage. Anything low armor? That one's low armor. So. Yeah, but it looks. This one looks cooler. That one looks better.
We're not used to outside help around here.
So
that guy looks like Bronson. Alright, now we need to do Radio Free Mana, and that's it, I think. Yeah, I think that's it. And then we got the whole thing done. Well, no, we have the task escalate. And then we're done with Monarch. I'm guessing this is one of the biggest planets, because this one took like a few hours. Alright. Nothing too special. I feel like your choices in this game aren't that severe. It's not like I can do very evil stuff. Like, I could do one evil stuff with that dude's grandma. Force him to go back and then fucking tell him to go back again now that I have the money. That was low-key evil. I like that one. But yeah, so far there's not that many evil shit. I'm not gonna even try to be chaotic evil then. I could shoot everyone that I meet though. I could shoot everyone after I've done the quest, but so what's the point? Literally, what's the point? I help them and then I shoot them?
Hey, guess. Knock, knock.
You'd think folks were pissing in the alleyways.
And I don't mind RNG to an extent. It needs to be fair RNG though, and Darkest Dungeon, everyone dick sucks that game, right? But everyone dick sucks that game, but I feel like it's unfair to the player that game. So I don't know why people love it so much. I guess because it's hard, right? Oh, it's so hard. Oh, it's so fucking hard. Oh, it's the Dark Souls of RPGs, and meanwhile, they just fuck you over 6 times over. Yeah. You know, it's like, oh, it's so hard, but yeah, is it hard fair, or is it Is it unfair hard? Because if it's unfair hard, that's literally the equivalent of putting it on hard mode and giving the enemy more damage and you less health. That's unfair, in my opinion. You know, what do I know? I'm not a fucking... I'm not a developer. Goon, have you ever played Darkest Dungeon?
Did you find them? Tell me you found my drive. Just... Sprats can always be replaced. X. Ow! Damn it, that hurt like the blazes. Okay, okay, all right. You didn't take it. But someone did. Search Fallbrook. Either half the Sprats got loose on their own. You want your cut?
Okay, so now that I'm decided to not go chaotic evil, what do? Do we side with the board? Do we try to do as much board shit as I want? Because I kind of don't want to do capitalism.
Get your twitchy whiskers back here. Don't you run out that door. Close the damn door. You'll let my Sprats out. Damn it all. Now look what you've done. It'll take me ages to round him up again. State your purpose, or get out of my face, domicile intruder.
Our nephew has returned his incest allegation. Let Livy Lucas back on the menu. Hell yeah.
Missing? Nope. Nope. Mine are... I've got an animal rescue service to oversee, and it ain't easy. Look, I don't care if Nilsson sent you or not. You won't be hurting a hair on any of... Back out of this dump.
It's running away. How did they open the door? I think I'll play some Crusader Ascenti downstairs. Either that or Crash 2. You guys pick. If you don't pick, it'll be Crusader Ascenti.
Got the goods? 'Cause Ow! What was that for? No, I wouldn't dream of it, really. Wink. You do? I mean, you do! Of course you do! What did I tell you? Sure, fire. Two guesses I know exactly who. And where to find him.
Don't worry, he's dead.
If Bertrand ain't already dead, he's about to be. I owe you for bringing this breach in security to my attention. As promised, your cut, plus a little extra to show my...
I kind of want to just do Subspace, because Subspace seems to be like the semi-evil guys. Alright, I gotta go downstairs though, so let's save here, we'll continue this tomorrow. I need to figure out who are the real evil guys. Go watch Wrexham for a little bit, and I'll be back in 10 minutes probably.